dip below the top 3, you start to be like, what are we doing? What's going on? Let's pick it up a little bit. Yeah, you mentioned there, Kelowna, they are 6th place for strikeouts, right? But they have the fewest walks, 3rd fewest hit by pitches. AppleSox, the fewest hit by pitches in the entire league. And again, the 2nd fewest walks. They just do not make mistakes on the mound. Not a lot of walks, not a lot of hit by pitches, not a lot of hits either. Sox have the 2nd best whip in the entire ACL, a 1.35. That's, walks plus hits percentage pitch. And Kelowna, they have the best whip, 1.27. We said yesterday, we'll say it again, this is a battle of the best in terms of pitching. Yesterday was a pitcher's duel. I have no doubt in my mind, Bozell versus Biddle, a pitching match today that is going to really be a low-scoring affair, and it's going to be a close one as well. For the series decider for the Sox, if they win here tonight, they win the series.
This also could be a brief glimpse into what the WCL North Division Championship Series could be. Technically, that series is only one game, so when we say that series, it's just a game. However, with how both teams are playing right now, this could very well be the early matchup that we'll see in late August. That game playing on the 13th. Playoff-wise, we're almost there. The first series is August 7th through the 9th. Then you have the North Division Championship Series as well as the South Division Series, also playing on the 11th, but then the champ decided on August 13th. Hopefully the AppleSox will make it there already. Their ticket is already punched to the playoffs, so they will face them in the 7th. Just depends on who we got so far. It's time for both anthems here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, just ahead of Game 2 out there on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory, is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Need to rent a car? Remember Wenatchee Rental Cars. Locally owned and located near the airport, they offer after-hours pickup and returns are available. They rent European cars, SUVs, and 7-passenger vehicles, all equipped with all-wheel drive for safe driving. Book by calling 509-888-2397 or send a rental request at WenatcheeRentalCars.com. All vehicles are clean, dependable, and maintained by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Welcome back. Just ahead of first pitch here, Carson Bozel, the righty from Oregon State, on the mound and warming up. He's pitching to Kano Morisaki today. And Smith, fill us in. Who's starting for the Falcons today?
And the leadoff spot at shortstop, it's Jacob Loving. Right behind him in straightaway center field, it's Nolan Eberwine. And batting third, behind the plate, Josh Cunningham. Batting fourth at first base, it's Reese Kozar. Batting fifth, the DH tonight, Jacob Embleton. Batting sixth, it's Xander Sealkin at third. Batting seventh in left field, it's Justin Tucker. Batting eighth in right field, Jacob Campos. And rounding it out in the 9-hole, it's Ashton Graff Rowe, the second baseman, on the mound for the AppleSox. It is, of course, Carson Bozel. Looking at the AppleSox leading off, it is Raphael Dunn, who's won that leadoff spot for the Sox. He's starting at second base today. Batting after him in the 2-hole, it is Zach Doyle in straightaway center field. Batting third is Kainoa Santiago out in left. Batting fourth at first base, it's Landon Whites. Right behind him in the 5-hole is Ryder Young DHing today. Then it's Kainoa Morisaki doing the catching. Then it's Aiden Lopez in right field. Batting eighth, James Castagnolo at third. And rounding it out in the 9-hole, Bryce Hampton over at shorts.
So Jacob Loving, one of the two All-Stars for the Falcons, will dig in here. Bozel peers in and gets the sign from Saki. Comes set. And we are underway at 6:36 with a slider taken for a strike. Just a minute late.
Better than yesterday.
Yes, yesterday. Quite the day there as Bozel will come set. Fires the 0-1 offering to Loving. Loving fouls it back into the chest guard of Saki, and the count's 0-2. Yeah, yesterday you had our umpires go to Yakima.
Yeah.
Just had the dates mixed up.
Yep.
Then came to Wenatchee. I believe, what was our start time yesterday? It was 6.
It was about 6:59, almost 7 p.m. on the dot.
But a fast game yesterday as well.
Yeah,
ended
really quick.
9:19. No balls, 2 strikes. Bozel looking to start the game off with the punch out. And the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Foul, and the count will say no balls and 2 strikes.
And the umpires wanted to go home early. They had a long travel day. Yakima, then to Wenatchee. I'd want to go home too.
Just racking up the gas mileage there. The AppleSox dugout is fired up right now. A little unsure exactly what the cause for this was. Bozel peers in. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul back into the AppleSox dugout. Count stays 0-2.
I think someone might have made a play on that chopping foul ball to the dugouts. And there's probably someone over there who knows someone in the Kelowna dugout.
Yeah.
They were kind of just talking back and forth at each other. All good
fun.
All cordial, yeah. That's just having a little bit of fun. And now the home plate umpire, I think, asked him for the foul ball back. But, yeah, I was worried there for a second when he was going to talk to them. I was like, uh-oh.
It was like, hopefully they didn't say something. Exactly.
Too rowdy. Oh.
Yeah, Bozel still looking for that strikeout here as Loving fouled off 2 straight pitches. He wants to start his outing off right. The 27 strikeouts this season. The breath and the pitch. The 0-2 pitch gets him down. Carson Bozel starts his outing off right with a strikeout.
I had some deja vu. You know who else started out his outing with a strikeout? Mitch Haythorne.
Yeah, Haythorne again. Just a reminder of his day yesterday. 7 scoreless innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, and an impressive 9 strikeouts. No AppleSox pitcher this summer has reached that feat. Here's Nolan Eberwein. Bozo lifts his leg and fires and pitches outside for a ball. Eberwein leads the team in doubles. He's got 8 so far, batting .284. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch from Carson Bozel is just off the plate for a ball.
It's good to see Eberwein getting such a good season thus far with the Falcons. Didn't play at all with USC this past year. It's hard as a true freshman to get playing time with University of Southern California. So
yeah, USC, wow.
Yeah, making up for it here in the summer.
Bozel peers in, gets his sign. Eberwein waggling his bat. Bozel kicks his leg and fires. The 2-0 pitch. Cut on and miss there.
Yeah, 92 from Bozel. Him and Haythorne, they are just real flamethrowers for starting pitchers. And then you got Joe Thornton, who's the crafty lefty, starting lefty.
Exactly.
You got a bit of everything in this pitching staff.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hitter's count for Eberwein here. The pitch from Carson Bozel on the way. Eberwein takes it outside for ball 3. The one thing with Joe Thornton, that was his last start earlier in a while. He's going to be moved now to a closer, coming in once or twice a week. He's almost at that inning limit. He either starts one more game or can close multiple throughout the season. 3-1 pitch. Eberwein chases the high fastball. The count's full.
And 93 that time. Bozel sitting pretty comfortably, lower 90s. It's hard to hit. It's straight fuzz.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bozel looking for his second strikeout. The 3-2 pitch from him spins him around. Back-to-back punch-outs for Carson Bozel.
And the song remains the same from last night. Punch-outs galore, and Falcons just no real response. I mean, early on in this game, back-to-back Ks, that's signs of some good things to come here in Game 2.
Yeah, yesterday, Mitch Haythorne back-to-back strikeouts and a pop-out ended the first for the Falcons. Bozel looking to strike out the side here. He's facing Josh Cunningham, the catcher. He kicks and deals this first pitch to the check swing, but he goes around, and there's strike 1. Cunningham been an absolute cannon behind the dish. Nearly caught multiple AppleSox stealing yesterday. A 1 pitch from Bozel. Slider catches the outer black for strike 2.
Yeah, Josh Cunningham, back in 2024, his last year of high school baseball, was Student Athlete of the Year in Southern California. Don't know who made the determination, if it was official or not, but still impressive.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch from Bozel, high, ball 1. Once again, looking to strike out the side here. That's the perfect way to start out your outing. Couldn't ask for a better way. Cunningham looking to keep this inning alive for the Falcons. The 1-2 pitch from Bozel fans him. Carson Bozel strikes out the side here in the first. We're scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the first. It's time for the AppleSox's Bat on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our Valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Embark on your next RV adventure at 12 Tribes Lake Chelan Casino. Full hookups, lakeside views, and gaming just steps away. Reserve your perfect spot today at CavoCasinos.com. 12 Tribes Cavo Casinos, far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. So it's time for the AppleSox, his bats, his Carson Bulsel. Man, what a great start striking out the side. The Falcons, man, just could not find an answer for him.
No, they just could not. I mean, Bulsel is in the low 90s, and a lot of his strikeouts come in on that fastball, blowing it past them, and they just don't really have any response to it whatsoever.
Raphael Dunn, the late All-Star selection, leads it off. Biddle gets his sign and fires towards the plate. His first offering is high for a ball. Dunn selected yesterday for the All-Star game, as the majority of them were selected about a week before. 1-0 pitch. Dunn takes on the outer black for strike one.
Yeah, the All-Star announcements were on Monday, so we kind of figured out who all were going to be the All-Stars for the AppleSox, and then Dunn, late news.
Yeah, good for him, though.
Yeah.
Well deserving. 1-1 pitch. Dunn waves and misses. The count's 1-2. Fastball 90, blows it by him. AppleSox today, all white uniforms. Red lettering, AppleSox across the chest. The 1-2 pitch to Dunn. Fouled back into Cunningham. The count stays 1-2. The Falcons today, kind of an original uniform.
Yeah.
Gray pants, and then red hat, red uniform, white lettering that says K-Town. Obviously stands for Kelowna, but I haven't heard that nickname before. Biddle winds back and deals. The 1-2 pitch. Flying softly into right field, and a leadoff knock for the Sox. Dunn thinks about second, but holds up short at first. And a great way to start this first.
I don't know how I feel about K-Town. It feels like when your buddy gives himself a nickname and wants it to stick, it's like Kelowna being like, you can call us K-Town,
Well, it was K-Town for them in the first. You get see what I did there?
I see what you did there. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Here's Zach Doyle, man on first for him. First time he's batted second in the lineup. I'm placing Kai McGarry in that spot today. McGarry getting a well-deserved day off. And the first pitch, outside ball one, Cunningham. Thinks about a back pick over to first, but Dunn close enough to the bag where there's no point.
And it's hard, too, when you got a left-hand batter like Doyle in the way. Right?
Yeah.
We saw yesterday, Akanio Waduni got in the way of a throw down to third and ended up being disastrous for the Sox.
Yeah, batter's interference there. Tough play. 1-0 pitch to Zach Doyle. Runner goes. Pitch fouled back. Hit and run called there most likely. Dunn going to have to go back to first base. Now a 1-1 count on Zach Doyle.
Yeah, Dunn hunting his 11th stolen base on the year. Second place right behind Kai McGarry. And Dunn surpassed Jonas Shields in about half the games played.
Yes.
So Dunn incredibly quick on the base paths.
1-1 strike on Zach Doyle, the lefty. New AppleSox center fielder. The 1-1 pitch from Biddle. Slap the other way towards third base. Silkin loves it. Cross diamond throw in time. Well, the first out of the side.
I don't hate that there. You kick Dunn into second now, so scoring position, one out. It's Cano Santiago at the plate. And this guy can destroy baseballs.
Yeah, I was talking to him today as he's 3 home runs away from tying the AppleSox home run record. That's 9. He has 6. When I told him it was 9, he's like, only 9? He's like, yeah, I got that. So he's very confident in his abilities. Biddle peers in and gets the sign from Cunningham. And the first doctor on the way to Santiago. Outside for ball 1. Also on track for the walk record, which is 42. He has 27 so far, so, still some room there, but he has a great eye. I would not be surprised to see him at least tie it. 1-0 pitch. And the dirt, ball 2.
And Santiago leads the team for hits, 31. Leads him for RBIs, 26. Leads him for walks as well, 27.
Yep.
He is just the bulkier offense this year.
2 balls, no strikes. Runner over at second base in scoring position. One swing of the back and open up this ball game. Dunn dancing around, and Biddle notices it. We'll step off the rubber, and we'll reset here. Santiago, third game back after returning from a concussion. Was out for a solid week. Two 2-0 pitch. Slider spiked in the dirt. Really good block by Cunningham. Speedy to get back to the ball. The count's 3-0. You like that there, Cunningham. Showing a lot of effort. Sometimes a little leisurely to the ball, and that could reward a free bag.
He's been just a great defensive catcher. We saw in game 1, seen it here in game 2. He works. He can throw guys out. He's kind of the complete package behind the plate.
3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, and runner over at second base. 3-0 pitch on the outer third for a strike. Easy take there. 3-0 count. Got to be perfect. Probably had the red light anyways. Done. Fast guy over at second base. A ground ball at the middle. Good score him. A 3-1 pitch. Called strike at the knees. Santiago in the AppleSox dugout. Thought that was ball 4. But this counts full now.
Yeah, he was about midway through chucking that bat back to the dugouts. Now has to dig back in. Ask the home plate umpire, Michael Gray, hey, where was that? And he gets a little confirmation on it.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Biddle set. He reaches back and fires, and this pitch is high, ball 4. Give him his 28th walk of the season, and runners over at first and second for Landon White.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a ball. That was pretty,
a bit high.
More obvious than the other one. Yeah.
Number 22, Landon.
And Smith, when I had Eagle Crowley on the call with me in Port Angeles, he told me whenever I say Landon White's name, it has to be All-Star first. All-Star Landon White is how you preface it.
Of course.
Like how you say sir for somebody who's been knighted.
Yeah, yeah.
Runners at first and second base for White. Biddle kicks back and deals. And he takes a first pitch strike. White leads the team in average and doubles. He's got 6 doubles and a .354 average. White stands here as he waits the offering. Biddle peers in. Comes set at the chest. The 0-1 pitch. White lines this hard down the right field line, but it ends up foul. And the basketball court's just out of play.
Yeah, Landon White hit the opposite way. And the Falcons getting flashbacks to last night. His home run smoked the opposite way, high and deep, and then the wind just did the rest, blew it over the fence.
Yeah, White, not a huge preference. He's not a guy who's strictly a pull hitter, not an out-pull hitter. Just hits the ball where it's pitched. That's what you want out of your guys. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runners at first and second. The 0-2 pitch. Yanked outside, ball 1. Easy take there. Resets the count in the eyes of White.
Look at that ball back here. 1-2 count. Could work a quab out of it. Score a runner. Break this game open.
Any quabs yet?
Only 1. Leadoff single from Dunn.
I like that. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the All-Star Landon White. Pitch from Biddle. High ball 2. Try the breaking ball.
And, of course, no quabs for the Falcons. You go 3 up, 3 down with 3 swing Ks. It's kind of the anti-quab there.
Yeah, in K-Town. Count even to 2s here. Santiago first, Dunn at second. Both speedy guys. Infield somewhat in. 2-2 pitch to White. Taken below the knees, ball 3. Man, that is a close take on 2 strikes, but a good eye there.
Too close for comfort. 88 with the fastball, bottom rung. I mean, just, I don't know, was a half inch away from getting it.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Biddle Pearson gets the sign. Comes set. Reaches back and deals. The 3-2 pitch. Bounce over to short. Underhand toss to second in time. The relay to first. Got him. And a 6-4-3 double play hands the AppleSox nothing in the first. Still scoreless as we head to the second on the AppleSox Radio Network.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
When saying goodbye feels overwhelming, Brookside Funeral Home is by your side. The Moeller family and our staff, now serving the Wenatchee Valley, with the same award-winning compassion and dedication we have shared for years as an independent, locally owned funeral home. Brookside Funeral Home, helping you honor life and celebrate memories. Brookside Funeral Home, here for you when it matters most. Learn more at brooksidefuneral.com.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special healthcare needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
Welcome back here to Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Sox scoreless right now. Here we are, and leading off for the Falcons, it's going to be Reese Kozar as, 3 up, 3 down in the first as Carson Bozo struck out the side. Looks to repeat that here. AppleSox, unfortunate inning-ending double play with runners at first and second base. First pitch to Kozar from Bozo. Check swing, and he goes around. Good start to the inning here.
Yeah, check down to Thomas Glynn, the base umpire today. Easy call there. Very clear that he broke in front of home plate on that little half swing.
0-1 pitch from Bozel. Slider, check swing, did not go this time. Counts 1-1. Umpires today, Michael Gray calling balls and strikes, and Thomas Glynn in the field. Kozar, 25 hits, tied for second on the Falcons squad. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing, check down to first, and Glenn will say, yes, he did. That's 3 check swings for Kozar here. 2 of them called strikes, the other not. Bozel looking for 4 straight strikeouts. The question is, can he do it? 1-2 pitch, throws him. 4 straight strikeouts for Carson Bozel. His first backwards K today. The Falcons have no answer.
Strikeouts swinging, strikeouts looking, breaking ball, fastball, doesn't really matter. It's K-Town, USA at the moment for Carson Bozel.
You know, I have to give credit where credit is due. Our statistician, Ryan Staley, gave me the inspiration for K-Town. So if we mention K-Town today, it's all because of Ryan. Here's Jacob Embleton, the DH today. Bats .264. First pitch from Bozel. Skipped over to short. Hampton gloves it. Fires to first, and there's out number 2.
Yeah, breaks up 4 straight strikeouts, unfortunately, but, outs and out. Quick pair of outs here.
Man, very efficient so far for Bozel. One of his most efficient outings so far this summer. Last year he was a 2025 All-Star. Joe Thornton, also All-Star last year, is the only returning All-Star in the 2026 All-Star Game in Victoria. Xander Seelkin now leads the team in hits with 26. Bozel rocks back on the mound, reaches back and deals. This slider shot the other way into right field. And a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive for the Falcons and their first hit and base runner of the ball game.
And the first quab as well. They were quabless up until that point. I mean, strike out 3 up, 3 down the first. Looking strikeout to start this inning. That quick chopper over to Hampton for out number 2, and then now 2-out single. Yeah, finally get some traffic on, finally get some production.
Here's Justin Tucker, the left fielder. 19 hits, a double and a home run for him this year. Bozel checks back over to first, but Seelkin in safely. Bozel retired 5 straight batters before surrendering a first pitch knock to Seelkin. First over to Tucker in their first strike. And Bozel just so efficient today. And he enters the ball game 2.63 ERA, 2-2 record, and 27 strikeouts. He's already gotten 4. 0-1. Slider off the plate for a ball. 19 total pitches, make that 20 now. Bozel comes set the belt. Checks back over to first again.
And only 20 pitches, 2 outs here in the second. Again, I said a couple times, if you're averaging about 10 pitches per inning, you're golden.
Yes. Can't ask for anything better there. 1-1 pitch from Carson Bozel to Tucker. Line into the glove of Dunn, and that's your inning. Falcons leave 1 man on after 1 hit. No runs and no errors. Still scoreless as we head to the second here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Come celebrate Independence Day at the 12 Tribes Colville Casinos with our Independence Day hot seats. From noon to 4 p.m. July 4th, every hot seat player will have a chance to win up to $1,000. Play your favorite game for your chance to hear your name called for a hot seat and be one of 15 guaranteed winners walking away with $1,000. Don't miss the Independence Day hot seats July 4th at all 12 Tribes Colville Casino locations. Cooley Dam, Lake Salina, and Almac. 12 Tribes Colville Casinos. Far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
So it's the new coming Bulldog going to lead it off for the AppleSox here in the second. Ryder Young. He digs in. He was battling a hand issue before coming to the AppleSox. Was originally going to be there day one, but, got the heads up by his head coach back at Gonzaga that get healthy first and then go down. First offering to Young. He waves through this one for strike 1.
Yeah, Low Riders, his walk-up song. I like that.
By War?
I believe so. Hey, that's good. That's some good ball knowledge right there.
Thank you.
I like that.
An infield back here, Wynn whipping through Paul Thomas. Biddle reaches back and deals. And White bats this foul out of play. And the count's 0-2.
Biddle, his delivery is just kind of goofy. Very worky, jerky. Mm-hmm. He looks like if Jim Carrey was a pitcher.
Jim Carrey is a pitcher.
Watch him pitch.
I see that.
Yeah.
He comes set. Cocks his hands over his head. Fires the 0-2. It's outside. The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it's like an old-timey sort of wind-up.
Yeah.
Beautiful day for baseball here. Now, No clouds at all in the sky. Sun glaring down. The 1-2 pitch to Young. He swings and lines this one into center field. Iberwing moves back and makes the grab in front of the warning track for out 1.
And that ball, he kind of lunged at it, pitch away from him, and basically threw the bat at it, sent it into center field, and weirdly it had carry. And he kind of threw the bat and somehow threw the barrel at it as well and got a barrel to it, hit it kind of to the deep part of center field. But
yeah.
I mean, when you lunge at a ball, even if you get the barrel on it, you're not going to be able to hit it out, and then just plops right into Iberwing's glove.
It was good contact, so you wonder if he was truly connected with his lower half, where that ball could have gone. Kano Murasaki, switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty Biddle, who winds back and deals. First pitch, chop wrong for strike 1.
You know, Murasaki not playing every single game, obviously rotating with a couple of different catchers, but still batting 280. Very consistent.
That's nice. He gave your catcher some rest. Bit of a rotation like the bullpen. 0-1 pitch to Saki, way outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Murasaki 2 home runs this year. Both came against Nanaimo in one game. Grand slam and a 2-run shot, I think, before that as well.
Yes. And both, of course, to the opposite fields, because he was switching that game as well. Biddle, set, and deals. 1-1 pitch to Saki is fanned through. The count's now 1-2.
I feel like you're seeing more switch hitters in baseball now. Maybe that's just me. It's just becoming more popular.
Yeah. And also it's just like the younger generation. We're taught to switch hit, and now it's just getting phased through. The 1-2 pitch to Kano Murasaki. He swings and lines this one into right center field. Iberwing, a couple steps to his right, hauls it in for the second out. Good swing there, but just unable to be fruitful.
Yeah, it's a ball that has tail towards the left center gap, and the wind just doesn't play with that. Wind's going to kill it and push it back towards center.
Yeah.
So it makes it just an easier out. You know, if the wind was blowing the opposite direction, that blows it further into the gap, further to the long part of the yard.
Aiden Lopez, first game as an AppleSox as well. Gets the start in right field today. Biddle's first offering to him is woven through for strike 1. Gonzalez waves his bat and waits for the offering. Biddle kicks and deals the 0-1 pitch. Deflected foul on a play towards the concession stand for strike 2.
Yeah, Lopez just finished his 3rd year of college ball, 2 years at Wharton County, and then Grambling State University this past spring. Finished that year with a 3.45 ERA. He was great with Grambling this past year.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Sox still held scoreless. It's 0-0 so far in this ball game. The 0-2 pitch to Lopez. He chases the high fastball for strike 3. The Sox go up 3 up, 3 down in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no men left on base. Scoreless as we head to the 3rd on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Have you ever thought about how much you're on your feet? A comfortable pair of boots can make a real difference. If you've had a hard time finding a good pair of boots, visit Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, where you'll find a good selection of Danner boots, including Light 2s, Vicious, and Radical 453s. They also carry Smoke Jumper and Hawthorne white boots. Neil's Boots, Shoes, and Repair, 811 South Wenatchee Avenue.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Have questions about health insurance? Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Lipke Insurance. Whether you are looking for a health plan for your employees or an individual medical plan for your family, contact us at Lipke Insurance. We will help you navigate through the process to obtain group or individual plans inside or outside of the exchange. Trust us to provide help before you need it. Let's talk today.
Lipke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
The right fielder, Jacob Campos, leads it off for the Falcons. You're still scoreless. Play. Here's Smith's slide.
Thank you, Jackson. Like you said, Campos due up here for the Falcons. Still scoreless now to the top of the third. Bozel still on the mound. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. As Bozel gets his signs, comes set from the belt buckle. Takes the breath, and here's the pitch. Grounded right to second on a few skips to Dunn. He's got it, sets his feet, throws the first. One pitch, one out here in the third.
And Bozel only allowing one base runner today off the only hit of the ball game for the Falcons. That was from Xander Seelkin. He's got 4 strikeouts on top of that today.
Now a 9-hole hitter, Ashton Graff Rowe. A kid from Waterloo, Ontario. Junior. Just finished his past season with University of Utah. Crowder College before that. Bozel comes set with 1 out, no one on here in the third. Here's his first pitch to Rowe. And he misses in the dirt for a ball. And last name Rowe. Sox had Harlan Rowe on their team at the very start of this year. Just recently left. 1-0 count. Bozel. Here's the offering. Way outside for a ball. Ashton Graff. Multi-sport athlete in high school. Played volleyball and rugby on top of baseball. He's got a 2-0 count here. 1 out, no one on. Bozel, the lift and the delivery. And he goes to the bender and gets it in there for a strike.
Yeah, rugby. That's a club sport. I don't think that's a school-affiliated sport, right?
Probably not. Although in Canada, anything goes. Here's a 2-1. Another breaking ball misses inside this time as Rowe flinched away from it. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. And rugby, that's a real man sport right there. It's basically just football, but more CTE, I guess. No helmets, no pads, more broken bones, lost teeth. Here's 3-1. And he waves at this one, just fouls it off, and it fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, I have some friends, Smith, who play rugby. One of them actually on the 18U Nationals team.
Oh, wow.
And they always told me that rugby is somewhat safer than football. I don't understand the logic. The one thing I think is, with football, you think, you're protected, you got all the padding, so you're going to run harder into each other. But still, I mean...
Here's a payoff pitch. It runs inside, just grazes Rowe's Evo shield. And that's a walk to put him on base here in the third.
But you would still think, rugby, though you don't have that as much protection, that's not right there. You don't have the protection, so still, you're going to run to somebody as hard as you can. And
now, they'll tell you this, well, they got cauliflower ear, they're covered in bruises and everything. And I will say, rugby players have the biggest thighs of any athlete you'll ever see. Their legs are huge. The line card flips over. It's Jacob Loving, the all-star. Bang with a runner on and 1 out here in the third. Bozel, his first pitch to the right-handed batter. Inside, cuts the corner for strike 1.
Yeah, first free pass by Bozel today. Only 2 base runners in total for this ball game for the Falcons. Bozel doing a good job of handling the Falcons so far.
Now still scoreless here in the third. 0-1 count on Loving. Bozel from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off, pitches inside, throw down. He's safe. Head first slide for Rowe, his 4th stolen base this year, and he is in scoring position.
Really good jump. The throw from Saki on target, but just not in time.
And the pitch from Bozel got the inside corner for a strike. 0-2 the count on Loving. And Bozel struck him out swinging in the first. He wants to strike him out here in the third. Bozel set from the belts for the strikeouts. And he chops us off the plate to third. Casanola has to come way in, tries to barehand it. It just spits out of his fingertips, goes down as an error. Runners on the corners for Kelowna.
Yeah, error there by Casanola. Just played it on the wrong hop there. He got a little ahead of himself, trying to work his way already towards first when he has to field the ball first. It's one thing before another.
Now here's Nolan Eberwein, 0 for 1 with one of those 3 strikeouts in the top of the first inning. Bozel struck out the side. And that's been his quickest inning thus far. Gave up his first hit back in the second, and now in some trouble here in the third. And his pitch to Eberwein. Runner takes off for second. Morisaki thought about throwing, but pump fakes, checks to third, and everybody's safe.
Yeah, now kind of a dangerous situation for Bozell. Being very commanding in the first 2 innings. You got runners both in scoring position, only one out.
Now Rowe at third, Loving at second, Eberwein at the plates. 1-0 count on him. Bozell, the breath, and the pitch. And runs outside for a ball.
And now it's not the time to let up. Now is the time is the exact opposite. You got to heat up here and shut them down.
We saw Haythorne in some similar situations last night and really bared his teeth when it mattered. 2-0 count on Eberwein. Bozell, the pitch. Way inside, jackknifes him away. It gets to the backstop, but bounces right back to Morisaki. He's on a row thinking about swiping home. Thinks twice, goes back to third.
Yeah, 3-0 now. Not where Bozell wanted to be.
Now, you do have first base open, so it might actually be in your favor to let Eberwein get to first, because then you get the forced play at home, double play opportunity with one out here in the third. 2 runners on, both in scoring position. Bozell's pitch to Eberwein. Just cuts the outside edge for strike one.
Really good breaking ball there. You know, of course, 3-0, you're looking fastball. Bozell gives him a bit of a surprise, throws the slider and just clipping the outer black.
3-1 count, great count for Eberwein. The freshman from Nevada. Looking to come up clutch. Here's the pitch. And he takes the breaking ball. That's in there for a strike, and that's going to fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Eberwein.
Back-to-back, same pitches there by Bozell. Knows it's very effective. Strikeout here is going to be huge.
Rowe at third, Loving at second. Eberwein, a full count on him. Bozell. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, wave, and a miss. Fooled him badly for strikeout number 5. That's free socks here at the ballpark.
3 straight sliders by Bozell. Went with the first 2 away, just clipping the outer black, and the last one starts it where it ended, and it drops at the bottom rung.
Well, you're not out of dodge yet. You got Josh Cunningham now at the plates. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the first, but he is a dangerous batter, and right on cue, here comes head coach Mitch Darlington. He's going to call in the entire infield to come have a conversation. 2 runners on, Rowe at third, Loving at second, and Cunningham at the plate. And while they have that little conversation, let's talk a little bit about Banner Bank. At Banner Bank, we're excited to cheer on the Wenatchee AppleSox at home and away games. Banner Bank, member FDIC. We're huge fans of local sports in the community and proud to support AppleSox baseball. We hope to see you at the ballpark. Banner Bank, member FDIC. And let's also take a second. Let's thank Buddy's Home Furnishings. Buddy's Home Furnishings has furniture, home electronics, appliances, and computers to suit any home. Whether you're looking for sleek and modern or classic and cozy, Buddy's has furniture for every room that we know you'll love. With our flexible payment options and free delivery and setup, you'll be glad that you went with Buddy's. So Cunningham yet to see a pitch here. 2 outs and 2 runners on for the Falcons. Top of the third, still scoreless here in Wenatchee. Game 2, Sox taking on the Falcons. As Bozell, deep breath, and the offering to Cunningham. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, Mitch is going out there talking to his guys as this spot right here, this whole entire game is a game that's going to be very close. You want to limit the Falcons to as many runs as you can.
Bozell, here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded right up the middle. It just misses. Bozell sneaks into center, and that's going to score a pair of runs. Rose scores, Loving scores, 2-0. Falcons, they strike first for the first time in this series.
And that's when errors come back to bite you. That second run scoring, Jacob Loving, you know, could have been technically the second out, and the strikeout following that in Nolan Eberwein could have ended the inning. And so, of course, that's why you really got to watch what you do in the field. And, you know, like we said pregame, Bozell has some bad luck with errors by his infield.
Now Reese Kozar now, runner on 2 outs. Pitch to him. He takes it down the middle for a strike. Now that was Cunningham's 7th hit of the season. 4th RBI. He just got to the team recently, and he's already making an impact. Batting .273 coming into this game. And here's the 0-1 pitch to Kozar. Way outside. Morisaki had to kind of dive to smother it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, just yanked that one there. With the mound here, Paul Thomas, you really got to be very deliberate. your delivery. It's a very tall mound.
Even count on Kozar. Bozel lifts and fires. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball, 83 miles an hour, slowed down Kozar, and strike 2 to him.
But the beauty of the taller mound means you can get downhill better. That brings a bit more velocity than usual.
And Bozel wants to end this inning as soon as he can. 1-2 count. Can he end it? He misses with this one outside, spits away from Morisaki. He gets to it quickly and holds Cunningham at the bag.
Yeah, he's having trouble finishing here in his at-bats.
And even count 2-2 on Kozar. 2 outs, runner on seconds. 2-0. Falcons leading. They've already struck for 2 in this inning. Bozel. Here's the pitch. Spun him around, strike 3. Bozel sits down Kozar for his 6th strikeout tonight and finally ends the inning. But the Falcons draw first blood in game 2. They get 2 runs off 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left stranded here in the 3rd. We're into the bottom half where the Sox, we'll see if they can respond. Will they respond or will they crumble? Let's see in a little bit on the AppleSox Radio Network.
I have come to the conclusion that 1 useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
At Valley Tractor and Rentals, they promise to deliver best-in-class customer service before, during, and after the sale. And their people make sure that promise is kept. Now, James Castanola will lead things off here, bottom of the 3rd. Biddle on the mound. He winds and delivers. Right down Main Street for a strike. And the Falcons with a little 2-out production there in the 3rd. Cunningham, 2-out RBI single to straight 2 across. It's 2-0 here in the 3rd frame. Biddle goes through the motion. Here's the 0-1, and Castanola rips this on a line over Loving's head at shorts, and that's a leadoff knock for the Sox.
You can see some the wind tailing that over the glove of Loving and making a really hard play for him to grab it.
Now it's your beer batter, Bryce Hampton, right-handed batter, batting in the 9-hole. And here come the beer chants. I love this tradition here at Paul Thomas. They really love it. Players, fans, broadcasters.
One guy, mine are very fired up right now.
First pitch to Hampton. Grounded right to 3rd. Gobbled up by Silkin. Throw to 2nd. Got the out there. Throw to 1st. There's the out. 1 pitch and a 5-4-3 double play.
Yeah, the guy I'm watching, he's a little disappointed now.
Well, the beer chance didn't last very long. 1 pitch, and Hampton retired, and now 2 outs here in the 3rd. That was just not fortuitous. Not what you hope for the beer batter. I said this before. You know, when the beer batter grounds into a double play, does that add money to your beer? Does it make it more expensive, you know? It should. It should be a punishment, really. 2 outs and no one on here for Raphael Dunn, the All-Star. Biddle winds and fires. And he fouls it straight back to the netting.
We have said, though, that, you know, beer batter adds some pressure. I feel like, you know, that would add even more. That may cause more ground ball double plays. We don't want that. We need money off.
It depends on the guy, right? I think some guys would use that as like a fire to
That's
really
true.
like, be better, but
They can opt out of it.
man, carrot or stick, question. 0-1 pitch to Dunn. And he lines this high in the air to left field. Tucker having to go way back in front of the warning track, makes the catch over his shoulder. 3 up, 3 down, go the AppleSox for the second straight frame. Still 2-0 Kelowna on top to the top of the 4th inning. Smith Slide joined by Jackson Dodd. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hop into my Chevy. We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Friendly, professional staff where they take care of all of your dentistry needs. Fillings, cleanings, root canals, crowns and bridges, orthodontic appliance therapy, oral surgery, and dental implants. Complete dentistry for the whole family, where their experienced staff takes pride in offering comfortable care in a relaxed atmosphere and strive to exceed your expectations. Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Now at their new home at 445 Mission Street, across from Banner Bank in Wenatchee. The convenient parking off Mission and 5th Street.
Since 1977, Hagelin's Trophies has provided North Central Washington with the best in awards. Capture those special memories with a trophy, plaque, or award from Hagelin's Trophies. They also engrave name badges, desk and wall signs, and can customize your badges, signs, and awards with your logo on their laser engraving system. If you need promotional items, they can help there too. Hagelin's Trophies, 123 North Chelan in Wenatchee, and at Hagelin'sTrophies.com.
Are you ready to embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley? Well, look no further than the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing, where the vibrant energy of Pybus Market meets the delightful world of craft beer and gourmet cuisine. And 2-0 Kelowna on top into the top of the 4th inning. Bozel on the mound facing Jacob Embleton. And Bozel's first pitch to the right-hander misses low and away for a ball. And this 5, 6, 7 hole for the Falcons is really the speedster part of the lineup. As Bozel winds the 1-0. And that is grounded softly to Dunn on a few skips. He gets in the glove, makes the throw, and there's the outs.
I mean, like you said, you got Embleton, 7 stolen bases, and Tucker ties with him with 7 as well.
And Sealkin 7 as well. The 3 of them all tied for the top spots on the Falcons for swipes. And this brings up, like I said, Xander Sealkin, another right-handed batter. All 3 leading for stolen bases, all 3 right-handers. As Bozel gets his signs, comes sets. Long hold, and now the pitch to Sealkin. Swing and a miss. The slider slid away from him, and it's no 1 count.
Sealkin, team leader in hits, 26 so far this season. First base runner of the ball game for the Falcons.
And they lead it 2-0. Struck for 2 in the 3rd. Bozel showing the first few signs of tribulations here in this game. 0-1 pitch, and he misses away with this one. That's going to be ball 1.
And his slider, really good movement today on it. Bit of a chase pitch right there. Can tunnel off it now, though.
Even count. No 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Kelowna on top. Bozel, here's the pitch. This is fouled off the hands of Sealkin to the netting. 1-2 the count. Now Sealkin out of Iwa Beach, Oahu, Hawaii. Oahu, thank you. That's why you're here, Jackson. I appreciate that. Keep me in check. 1-2 count. Pitch from Bozel. Lined up the middle, skips to Hampton at short. He plays it, sets his feet, makes the throw, gets the out. What a play by Hampton up the middle.
Yeah, hard play there, too. Bit of a one-hopper up the middle, but they were practicing pre-game. Him, it was a Raphael Dunn and Gage Wareham as well, and those practices going to come in clutch.
Now it's Justin Tucker, 3rd man who is also leading the team for stolen bases. 237 his average so far, 19 hits, 11 RBIs. 2 outs, no 1 on for him. Bozel's first pitch. Grounded on a few skips right to Hampton. Can he get this one? Yes, he can with a little time to spare. 3 up, 3 down, go the Falcons. 3 ground outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. They still lead, though, 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Sox needing to get something going offensively if they want to compete with their North Division rivals, really. And we'll see if they can on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank member FDIC.
Batter up for a big milestone. A proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies, is celebrating 25 years of trusted HVAC, electrical, and development work in our valley. Beyond their expertise, Salcedo is hitting it out of the park with philanthropy, generously supporting over 70 nonprofits, churches, and schools across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. They're proud to be locally grown and committed to keeping our valley a great place to call home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
Biddle winds the first pitch to Zach Doyle, and he rips this on a line through the 4-hole into right field. Leadoff knock on the very first pitch here in the 4th.
And Zach Doyle was hitless so far today, but man, he's not going to let that sit for long. I mean, he's batting .500 coming into this ballgame. Granted, a small sample size of at-bats, but still the stats don't lie there.
And leadoff single goes down as a quab for Doyle. Only the second quab tonight for the Sox. They've been few and far between, really. And brings up Kainoa Santiago. 3 home runs away from tying the team record at 9. And he's got Zach Doyle at first base. Biddle picks off to first to check on him. The tag applied is late. And Santiago, the freshman from Portland, one of 3 Gonzaga Bulldogs in the lineup today. As Biddle set, delivers. Doyle takes off for second, pitches a strike on the outside corner. The throw down high and wide. Zach Doyle swipes second base.
Cunningham, not his best throw there. It was more of a loft rather than a line, and then on top of that as well, it was just really offline as well.
And the first stolen base of the year for Zach Doyle, and couldn't have picked a better time for it. Sox down 2-0. Santiago at the plates, looking for a pitch to hit. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Way outside, easy take for ball 1. So 2 up here for the Sox. Kainoa Santiago at the plate, Landon White on deck, Ryder Young after him. The tying factor, all 3 Gonzaga Bulldogs. 1-1 pitch to Santiago. High and away for ball 2. The Sox clearly love Gonzaga, and Gonzaga clearly loves to send guys to the Sox, and high-quality guys at that. Really lucked out with Santiago, White, and Young. Here's the 2-1. Santiago takes this low and away, and it just tickles the corner for a strike. I didn't even count on Santiago. 2-2 with Doyle at second base. Had a leadoff single to start this frame. No outs. Sox down by 2 runs. Here's the pitch from Biddle. Santiago slaps this the opposite way, tailing, foul.
And Santiago, hopefully we can see him in the home run derby the day before the All-Star game on July 14th. I talked to him pregame. He said he hasn't heard anything yet, but that may just be a day of sort of thing.
He's got a 2-2 count here with Doyle at second base. Right field looking nice. Here's the pitch from Biddle. Santiago takes that lone away, fills it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he'll take a walk, too. Just brings him closer to the record.
And he leads the team with 27 on the year. 28, like you said, marching closer to that record. 42, I believe, in total. A little ways away from it, but starts with 1. Biddle gets his signs, comes sets. Here's the payoff to Santiago. High and away, ball 4, 28 walks for Santiago this year. His approach just cannot be beat.
And that's why he's so successful, his approach. He doesn't force anything. You know, he could go out there just swing happy, trying to swing anything that's close, but no, he picks the pitches he wants to swing, and that's why he's so successful with, lead the team in homers with 6 and leads the team in walks.
And that brings up his teammates in Spokane, Landon White, the sophomore from Ontario, California. White squaring to bunt with 2 runners on, no outs. Biddle's pitch. And gets this right down the third base line. Biddle thought about taking it himself. Sealkin tried to call him off. Neither of them pick up the ball. White's safe, Doyle's safe, Santiago's safe. The bases are loaded here in the 4th.
Yeah, miscommunication there. Selkin thought Biddle was going to glove it. And then Biddle thought Selkin was going to grab it and kind of stumbled away.
And it's an error in the books. Biddle just basically got in the way of his own fielders. As it brings up the 3rd straight Gonzaga Bulldog, Ryder Young. Bases loaded, no outs. He wants a welcome to Wenatchee moments if he can. Biddle back against the wall, against the ropes. Here's the pitch. Ryder Young high and tight, bent him away. That's ball 1.
Here's Ryder Young, a guy who was very successful at Gonzaga this year. This is the opportunity for him to show all the fans here at home who he is.
No better time to find some outfield grass. Get his first hit as a Sock. Here's the pitch. And hits this high in the air, center field and shallow. Everween camped underneath it. He makes the catch. Doyle tags at 3rd. He's going to score without a throw. And the Sox chip in to the Kelowna lead.
Small ball right there gets the job done. You have the bunt put down by White. He reached on the air, but there is that and a sac fly by Ryder Young right there. Delivers, gives the Sox, 2-1 your score now, just down by 1, but it's manageable now.
And not his first hit, but first RBI as a Sox. And his first quab as well. 4 quabs now for the Sox. It's 2-1. Kelowna still leading by 1. Sox just scored that run there. Doyle tagging at 3rd on the sac fly. Brings up Kanoa Morisaki with 1 out and 2 runners on. Biddle looks to second and now delivers. Just misses the outside corner for a ball. Now you got Santiago at second, White at first, Morisaki at the plates. And the kid from Honolulu, Hawaii, Cal State Bakersfield. Wants to come up big right here. 1-0 pitch from Biddle. Morisaki fouls this straight back to even the counts. And Morisaki played in that Port Angeles series. 2 games, only 4 at-bats, and went hitless. Now, if there's anyone due for a hit in this kind of spot, it would be Morisaki. Biddle gets the signs, agrees on this one. 1-1 counts, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Morisaki will hit this high and foul over the 3rd base stands into the parking lots.
So with the walk Santiago just got there, he's got 2 walks this ball game at 28. He's 14 walks away from the record.
And 29 for Santiago this year. He has been great at the plates, hitting and just being able to take free passes when they're given to you. So 1-2 count on Morisaki. 2 runners on. That's Santiago at second. White at first. 2-1 Kelowna leading here. Bottom of the 4th. Biddle's pitch. High and outside to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Morisaki.
And just shy of 300 batting, 280, 12 RBIs so far. Looking to deliver here.
The 3-time AppleSox Morisaki wants something to the outfield here. Here's the pitch. And hits this high and foul, spoils it, stays alive.
Santiago Gagai, veteran AppleSox, third time in an AppleSox jersey this summer. Veteran of Paul Thomas.
He knows his way around Wenatchee, basically.
Yes, indeed.
Right now, he wants to spin some guys around the diamonds. Sox down by 1 here in the 4th. Biddle, the 2-2 to Morisaki. Swing and a miss. He goes down with a whimper, and there's 2 away in the 4th.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Yeah, unproductive at-bat there. You're really looking to put the ball in play and advance your runners at least to second and third. Just not getting the job done.
That brings up Aiden Lopez, making his Wenatchee debut. Struck out swinging in his first at-bats. Looking for a different result here. 2 outs and 2 runners on. Biddle looks to second. Now delivers. Now Lopez will foul this straight back to the netting.
Not the ideal start he wanted today. A 3-pitch strikeout in the second. Again, he's also due for his first hit at an AppleSox.
And no better time to have it right here. Sox down by 1. It's 2-1, Kelowna on top. They've tallied 1 run here in the 4th. Sac fly from Ryder Young. 0-1 count on Lopez. Biddle's pitch. And he slaps this high in the air. Left field tailing. Well foul. Bounces off the berm. Strike 2.
The field pretty much divided in thirds of sunlight now. 2/3 sunny, the other half down the third baseline. Nice and shaded.
Yeah, 7:40 p.m. here in Wenatchee, 77 degrees. Sun starting to dip under the horizon. Still plenty of sunlight left, though. It's still early in this game, bottom of the 4th. 0-2 count on Lopez. Biddle to end the inning. At the line, right to first. Kozar dives, smothers it, and takes a hit away. What a play from Kozar at first to end the inning. Now the Sox get 1 run off 1 hit, 1 error, but leave 2 men stranded on the base pass, and a highlight reel play from Kozar to cap it off. The Falcons still lead 2-1. Now into the top of the 5th inning. Bozell back out again. Let's see what he does when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
And Jacob Campos leads things off here in the top of the 5th for the Falcons. Bozell's first pitch to him is right on the bottom rung for a strike. On the play-by-play for the 5th, it's Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. Campos 0 for 1 today with the ground out today in the 3rd. Bozell, pretty effective so far. Got into some trouble in the 3rd, but a 3-3 down inning in the 4th. Looking to repeat that here. 0-1 pitch to Campos. Skipped over to first. Easy candy hop for White. Takes it himself, and there's out number 1.
Yeah, Sox able to finally dig into that Kelowna lead there in the bottom of the 4th inning. Little sac fly from Ryder Young. Gets his first RBI as an AppleSox. Hits it to basically straightaway center. And able to score Doyle. But, AppleSox still trailing by a run.
Ashton Graff Rowe, the second baseman today. Bats 276, 24 hits. Third on the team there. He waggles his bat, awaits the offering. Boswell comes set at the belt. And the first offering on the way. Rowe dribbles this up the middle. Dunn moves in, collects it, fires to first for the second out.
Dunn has just been exceptional up the middle so far this year at second base. He's really found a home there. Anything hit his direction, he's going to make a play on it. It's just kind of what he does. You see it right there. Playing that ball on the run, kind of a Jeter-esque throw. Throws first, gets the out, 2 away.
Top of the order now. It's going to bring up Jacob Loving, the All-Star, for the Falcons. AppleSox bringing 5 to the All-Star game, Kelowna 2. First pitch from Boswell. Slider. Outer half for a strike. It's kind of surprising that there's only 2 All-Stars for Kelowna, despite them being right now the second best team in the league. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Jacob Loving. Slider just a hair inside for ball 1. Loving today 0 for 2. Strikeout in the first, a victim. Boswell when he struck out the side there and reached on an error by James Castaноla in the third. The righty from Oregon State comes set, reaches back and fires the 1-1. His pitch hit off the hands, foul to right center field. Diving Lopez, he can't glove it. And a 2-out knock by Loving keeps his inning rolling.
And that hurt me all the way up here. Lopez, full efforts, dive, and just ate a mouthful of grass and didn't make the catch. I said about Doyle last night too. It's one of the more embarrassing things in baseball is a full effort dive without the catch. Because not only did it hurt, he didn't get the outs.
Adding insult to injury there. Here's Nolan Eberween, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts today. Not the ideal outing for him. He's going to run her over at first. As Boswell checks back there, he's safe. Sox down by 1, 2-1 Kelowna. 2 runs in the third. Sox picked up one of their own in the fourth. Boswell shakes off this first sign, agrees to this one. Here comes set. And the first offering, Eberwine. Outside high, ball 1.
Yeah, keep a close eye on Loving at first. Stolen base back in the third inning. That was his second of the year, but bit of a speed threat there.
Second run scored in the ball game for the Falcons. As Boswell checks back over to first. Nice tag by White, but he's in safely.
And that was in that third inning where they tallied 2. And that was where you kind of started to show the first few cracks from Boswell.
But he responded well in the fourth, where they went up 3 down as the 1-0 pitch comes into Eberween. It's called strike. Loving over at first. 1-1 count here, 2 outs. Boswell looking to hopefully end this side and prevent any further damage in this ball game. The 1-1 pitch from Boswell. Check swing, but it's a called strike anyways. Slider on the bottom rung, and the count's 1-2. Everyone pretty impressive. Plays for USC. Well, all the USC squad didn't play this spring. It's a high-caliber team, however. The 1-2 pitch from Boswell. Skipped over to first. Easy ground ball for White. Leisurely walks over and touches the bag for out number 3. Falcons leave 1 man on after 1 hit. No runs and no errors. They're down. Excuse me, the Sox are down 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lakeshore Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Sox down 2-1 here in the fifth. Jackson Dodd Smith Sly, happy to have you. Hope you're having a great Saturday evening. James Casanova leads it off for the Sox here. 1 for 1 today with a single in the third. First pitch taken high for a ball. Smith, it's time for the WCL scoreboard report presented by Exalt Wellness. Visit exaltwellness.com today to discover holistic, non-invasive care tailored just for you. But we'll hold on that to end the count. It's 1-0 on Casanova. The pitch. Popped up sky high, foul territory near its first base. Kazar moves back and it's out of play. And the count is 1-1.
So looking at the scoreboard reports, Edmonton playing against the Marionberries, it's 6-2, Marionberries on top. Then you got Portland playing against Ridgefield, 3-1. The Pickles leading in the top of the fifth. Then you got Victoria at Kamloops, and it's 6-1, Harbor Cats on top in the top of the fifth. And then Corvallis playing against Springfield, 6-0, the Drifters leading in the top of the fifth.
Biddle, set, kicks and deals. The 1-1 pitch to Castanola. Dribbled, fouled on the third baseline, into the hand of Mitch Darlington. The count's 1-2.
Then it's Nanaimo welcoming Bend for a game. 5-0, Night Owls leading, top of the fifth. This game, Bellingham playing against Port Angeles, 4-1. Bellingham on top in the top of the fourth. And then Yakima Valley playing against Walla Walla, tied up 3-3 in the fourth inning.
The 1-2 pitch to James Castanola. He slaps this the other way over the glove of Rowe. And that'll be a base hit to start off this fifth.
And lastly, this game 2-1. The Sox down by a single run. That's it for the Exalt Wellness scoreboard reports.
You know, Bellingham upset last night 3-2. Lefties came up on top. Bryce Hampton now digs in, runner over at first base. And Castano, a good day for him. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Good way to start out this inning as the Sox looking to produce some runs. Biddle checks back over to first, and Casanola slides in safely.
And Casanola extended his 11-game on-base streak back in the third with that single to 12 games. So he's just been finding ways to get on base.
Check back over again. Tag misses him. And Casanola, I believe it was against Nanaimo, nearly hit for the cycle, was a single short. We had 2 homers, a triple, a double, and a walk that game. Hampton squares the bunt. The pitch. He forces his hands at it and fouls it back. They still throw it on to second anyways, where Casanova goes down. It appeared to be a foul ball.
I could have sworn I heard that just tick off the barrel and fell back to the backstop, but apparently it must have just missed Hampton's bat, and now Castanola with a stolen base into second.
The one thing I'm thinking, maybe it hit the glove of Cunningham. Probably. Runner over at second now, stolen base for Castanola. Bunt, popped up, Cunningham able to move in and grab it. There's the first out there.
Yeah, one bright side on that, Castanola got his first stolen base there. You know, not the way you expect on it.
No.
It should have been a foul ball, but or looked like it should have been at least, and ends up with his first stolen base of the year. So, hats off James Castanola.
Top of the order, Rafael Dunn, the All-Star. 1 for 2 today. Single and a fly out. Biddle peers in and gets the sign from Cunningham. Infield back here. And the first offering. Dunn swings and loops this foul. And they're going to say, looks like Cyclone caught it, but it was out of play, so it's not going to count anyways. As the Sox, a very open field here. He caught it, of course, but out of play, it's not going to count.
And you hear the fans here echoing that, saying, hey, that was out of play. It's not going to be an out, you know. And shouldn't mention it while we have a second here that Sox did their catch and mustard race right before the 5th inning, and it was Mustard who came away with the win in that game, in that race.
And they appear to disagree with us, and they're going to call Dunn out.
Interesting. Must have been the, toe tap from Sealkin. Kept his feet in. Completed the play. 2 outs now in the 5th.
Toe tap, indeed, because that's a very hard line to ride. Whether out of play, in play, but from our angle, looks slightly out of play. But here's Zach Doyle, anyways, with 2 outs and a man over at second. Sox down 2-1. First pitch. He swings and grounds it towards second base. Rowe diving, can't glove it. Casanola gonna score, and the Sox tie it up 2-2. Zach Doyle, this man just keeps on rolling.
And that's just letting the umpires not determine it for you, right? You get kind of banged by a not great call there, and you get right back to it. Doyle gets an RBI single, ties the game, and shows that, hey, we're taking matters into our own hands here.
Indeed, and here's Kainoa Santiago, the guy you always want at the dish. All-star leader in hits, homers, walks, and RBIs. Biddle checks back over to first, and Doyle slides in safely.
Yeah, a pair of walks here today for Santiago, so 29 now total on the year.
14 short of the record. 14 needed to break it, 13 to tie. The first offering. Santiago skips it over to second base. Rowe gloves it, tosses to first, and there's the final up. The Sox do tie it up after an RBI single by Zach Doyle. Pick up 1 run after 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Again, tied 2-2 as we head to the 6th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Looking for a quality used Euro car? Visit Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales in East Wenatchee by the airport. Locally owned with vehicles fully inspected, serviced, and reconditioned by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair. Don't buy a mystery car from another sales lot when you can buy with confidence from the team at Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales, next to Eric's Euro and Wenatchee Rental Cars. Check out their inventory at WenatcheeEuro.com or call 509-888-7697.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
Top of the 6th here, Carson Bozel still on the mound for the AppleSox today. He's having quite a day. After getting into some trouble in the 3rd, he shut down the bats of the Falcons. He's going to face Josh Cunningham, Reese Kozar, and Jacob Embleton, your guaranteed batters here in the 6th, as the Sox tied it up 2-2 after an RBI single by Zach Doyle in the bottom frame of the 5th. Bozel peers in and gets the sign, comes set at the belt. He'll lift his leg, and the first offering to Cunningham. Waved on and missed. There's strike 1.
How impressive has Doyle been in the early goings of his season with the Sox? Picks up an RBI single there. I mean, he's just been hitting the ball really well, making great plays in the field, minus that one last night in the 9th, but still, very impressive.
The pitch and the fire, and this one is in the dirt for ball 1. And on top of that is his performance on the base paths as well. Very speedy guy. Cunningham, very good catcher for the Falcons, has quite an arm. puts 100% effort behind the dish. You can see it. 1-1 pitch to him. He swings to this breaking ball. The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, Cunningham, both his sisters played college softball. So I imagine it was probably a very competitive household growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, were they his older sisters or his younger sisters? So if they're his older sisters, that would explain why he's so good.
1-2 pitch from Bozel outside, ball 2. They probably all play together, no matter, older, younger. Can imagine they probably did live ABs against each other.
Well, it's like, the younger brother theory, where if you're the younger brother, you kind of get pushed around a little bit and you learn to toughen up a bit,
2 balls and 2 strikes. Bozel kicks and deals. The pitch is hit weakly over to short. Hampton on the run and gloves it. Sidearm throw in time for out number 1.
I'm a younger brother. I believe you're a younger brother as well.
I am, yes.
So basically we're just better than everybody. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm going to have to put no comment there. My sister, I don't think she'd be too happy with me if I had a statement on that. Reese Kozar 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts today. Bozel just dicing him up. First offering. He waves through this one.
Like, you just grow up following your older sibling around, and you just get, you mature a little bit quicker, you're a little bit smarter and stuff. Also, your parents have figured out how to not mess you up, so they just do a better job raising you.
0-1 pitch. Kozar takes it for strike 2. Bozel's just got his number today.
Yeah, striking out looking in the second, swinging in the third. I think could have gotten for the third straight time here.
Looking for 3 strikeouts on Kozar. Bozel, the breath and the pitch. Buried in the dirt. Really good slider there. Trying to get Kozar to chase. 1-2 your count with 1 out. Tied up 2-2 here in the 6th. Bozel set at the belt. Reaches back and deals. The 1-2 pitch. High ball 2.
Yeah, 92 upstairs. We've seen Bozel kind of sitting in the low 90s. We saw 95 from Sumner last night, but that was on his last pitch of the outing. So
just empty the tank there.
Exactly.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bozel looking for 3 strikeouts on Kozar today. The pitch is high. Ball 3. Count is now full.
You want to avoid a concentration walk here. 1 out. You were ahead on him 0-2, and now 3-2. You can't let him get away from you.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Bozel. Flied out to shallow left. Santiago works in and squeezes it for the 2nd out.
And you don't quite get 3 straight strikeouts on him, but third time you sat him down. Now 2 away here in the 6th, and still tied up 2-2.
To bring up Jacob Embleton. He's 0 for 2, pair of groundouts today. And Bozel through 5 2/3, nearing almost full 6, 73 pitches. First pitch to Embleton on the way. Reaches back and deals, and the slider just off the plate for a ball. Embleton bats .264. 23 hits so far, 6 doubles. In an open stance, the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, just off. The count's 2-0. And you can see Bozel's throwing on the outer half here because of the stance that Embleton has. He comes set. Reaches back and deals. Breaking ball high, ball 3.
And behind here on Embleton. 2 outs. Again, concentration walk possibly here, but you just got to battle back into the zone, get a quick 3 up, 3 down inning, get the bats back in your boys' hands.
Tied here 2-2. The 3-0 pitch from Bozel. Automatic strike. Couldn't ask for a more center cut pitch. 3-1 the count. Bozel lifts his leg and fires. Slider clips the inner half. This count is now full. What a way to bounce back by Bozel.
And 1 strike away from the strikeout would be 7 tonight. Can he go from 6 to 7 right here?
Haythorne had 9 last night. Bozo looking for 7. And this one skipped over to third. Casanova across time and throw in time. And the Falcons go down in order. 1, 2, 3 once again for the third time in this ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no men left on base. Time for the Soxes. Bats were tied 2-2 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Let's give a big hand to a proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies. Celebrating 25 years of serving our valley, Salcedo does it all, from top-tier HVAC and electrical expertise to major local development. Today, they're proving their philanthropic heart by supporting over 70 local organizations across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties, including our very own Wenatchee AppleSox. Locally grown and deeply committed, Salcedo continues to invest in everything that makes our valley home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
The first pitch to Landon White is below the zone for a ball here in the bottom of the 6th. Sox tied 2-2 against the Kelowna Falcons. Yesterday, pitching duel today, close to that, but honestly the bats have just been kind of cold in this game too. The 1-0 pitch runs inside, nearly hits his kneecap, and the count is now 2-0. White, not the ideal day. Grounded out into double play in the first and reached on an error in the 4th. 2-0 pitch to the All-Star. He swings and grounds it over to third. Silkin pumps 2 times and fires the first for the first out.
Now coming to the plate.
Now it's Ryder Young, the DH, still searching for his first hit as an AppleSox. Came in today. Drove from California to, I believe, it was Yakima. Yakima or Spokane, he was telling me pre-game, and then he drove down after that. It was 18 hours from California to Yakima. First pitch. Really late on the fastball. The count's 0-1.
I drove to Yakima. I wonder if he said hi to the fishing crew while he was there.
No balls, 1 strike. Biddle kicks and deals. This pitch slapped foul out of play. The count's 0-2.
I say that because the umpires today, yesterday's game, went to Yakima instead of Wenatchee. You know, I don't know how you get that mixed up.
So it's funny when they had the mound visit, you know, they got a bit of a standing ovation.
Lovely.
Biddle set. Pierce gets the sign. He winds back and deals. 0-2 pitch to Young. Waved through and miss. There's out number 2 here in the 6th.
I said earlier today, but Biddle, just such a worky, jerky windup. It very much looks like Jim Carrey if he was a pitcher. If you know what I mean.
I know. I'm trying to imagine now what Jim Carrey's windup would look like. It would look similar to this.
Yeah, very over-exaggerated.
Kano Morisaki, a lineout and a strikeout today for him. Saki crowding the plate. Feet on the chalk. First pitch from Biddle. Saki takes it high and away, ball 1. He's got 2 homers this year, a triple, double, batting .280. Both homers coming in one game against the Nanaimo Night Owls. The 1-0 pitch. Saki takes his strike, called on the upper half. The count's now 1-1.
And ballpark here now completely in shadows. Sun really starting to fall down over the horizon.
Temperature's around 75 degrees. Feels really nice. Biddle kicks and deals. The 1-1 pitch. Saki bloops his foul in foul territory. Silkin moves back and lets that go out of play. And the count's 1-2.
And the Sox wearing their home white jerseys, white tops, white bottoms. And Kelowna wearing those red K-Town jerseys we mentioned earlier today. We have a sticky note sitting between us that just says K-Town on it.
It's very important to us.
Very important.
It's K-Town for Carson Boswell today. 6 strikeouts for him. 1-2 pitch to Saki. High ball 2.
Yeah, we take our sticky notes very seriously up here.
Yes.
They only convey important information, right?
Definitely.
They get passed to us to relay information.
Indeed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Game tied at 2s. The 2-2 pitch. Runs inside, spins Saki away, the count's full. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, nobody on. This game tied at 2 apiece. The pitch to Kano Morisaki. Away, ball 4, and he works 2-out walk to keep the 6th alive, bringing up Aiden Lopez.
And 6th quab of the night for the AppleSox, but Morisaki on 2-out walk. After you had a full count, and you get a quab, that's a quab. Quab, of course, short for quality at-bats. Unofficial stat.
Yeah, pitching coach going to have a quick conversation with Biddle here, make sure he's locked and loaded. And let's take a look at this day in baseball history presented by NCW News. The NCW News Network, accurate and local news for North Central Washington. Check ncw.news for community stories every single day. July 11, 2019, Cody Darcy drives in 7 runs and finishes double short of hitting for the cycle in the AppleSox 16-2 victory of the Vend Elks in front of 1,280 fans at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Lopez, man on first. The first offering to him from Biddle from the stretch. He kicks and deals. Just high for a ball. Nice crowd on hand tonight on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped up, foul territory near the concession stand, and the count's 1-1.
Yeah, Lopez over 2 today. Struck out swinging in the second, and then lined out to first to Kozar, and that was a stung ball off the bat. And Kozar just, full horizontal dive, smothered it, got the out. Great play from him.
Yeah, just stole Lopez's first AppleSox hit. 2 outs, tied at 2 apiece. The 1-1 pitch to Lopez. He rips this into right field. Campos works towards his right and hauls it in. Lopez still on the search for his first AppleSox hit, as the Sox leave 1 man on base after no errors, no hits, and no runs. Still tied at 2 apiece as we head to the 7th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
This summer, slide into summer fun at Slidewaters Lake Chelan, your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racer, bolt down their 2 classic Thunder Rapids with just you on your tube or a party up to 4. Plunge down the completely enclosed Purple Haze or float down the lazy river. Slidewaters Lake Chelan for all the fun adventures. Go to slidewaters.com.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Carson Bowles, those days done. 6 innings, 2 runs, both of which were unearned. 3 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Jonathan Christian replacing me on the play-by-play. Here's Smith Slides.
Thank you, Jackson. As you mentioned, Jonathan Christian on the mound, the right-hander coming in relief, and he has been really lights out for the Sox all season. This is going to be his 9th appearance on the year, and he's got a 2.7 ERA coming into this outing. 1 win, 1 loss, the record. 16 2/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, only 3 walks. And going into that Walla series at the end of the year, he had not given up a single run. He had a 0 ERA on the dots and finally coughed up his first runs of the season. And it was a bit of a sad sight to see, how great he had been and finally showed the first few signs of weakness in a sense. And of course, he draws Xander Seelkin, Justin Tucker, and Jacob Campos, his 3 guaranteed Falcons here in the top of the 7th inning. It's tied up 2-2. Sox were able to claw back a run late in this game. As Krishner winds and delivers to Seelkin, and the pitch is on the upper inside corner for a strike. And Seelkin 1 for 2 today, a single back in the 2nd, and then a ground out to Hampton in the 4th. There's his 0-1 pitch. And just misses inside for a ball.
And Krishner, his motion is so fluid. It's like a machine out there.
Look like Brian Wu. 1-1 pitch. Seelkin inside, fouls it back to Morisaki's glove. 1-2 the counts.
Seelkin, the hit leader on the Falcons with 26 so far this season. Picked up his 27th in the 2nd.
And he's got 2 strikes on him. Krishner, he wants to start his outing with a punch-out. Here's the pitch. And he misses in the dirt away.
Yeah, chase pitch there. Now I can go back inside.
2-2 count, no outs, no one on. Seelkin leads off here in the 7th. It's 2-2, tied up. Krishner winds and fires. Grounded, shot on a few skips to Dunn. He grabs it, he throws, there's the outs.
Now batting, left fielder, number 12.
Efficient first out for Krishner there. Way to start his outing. Of course, would love for a strikeout, but those are to come.
I compare Krishner to Brian Wu there, and really that is the comp. I mean, luscious hair, fluid motion, and he's got the biceps just popping out of that white jersey. It just can't contain him.
Love it.
Here's the first pitch to Tucker. Way outside, he slides the slider into the left-hand batter's box for a ball.
Very descriptive, Smith.
I mean, look at him. I mean, the biceps and the pecs are just like bursting out of that jersey. Clearly, he went down a size when he was choosing which one to wear. Here's the 1-0 to Tucker. Runs way inside. Maybe grazed his front shoulder. That's ball 2.
Love it. Love it.
And he agrees on a sign here. 2-0 count on Tucker. 1 out, no one on. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one through his legs for a strike. He's got the tight pants on, too.
Yep.
2-1 count, pitch to Tucker. And that's blown away, ball 3. He's got the kind of high ankler. I can't remember what the term for those are. I think they're called dirty mids, is what they're called. Those kinds of pants where it almost looks like he's preparing for a flood. You can see the ankle. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Tucker. He chops this off the plate, but it rolls foul. And that fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I do agree on the hair, though.
I was about to say, I'm very jealous of Krishner's hair. Gets to that length. And has the flow. That's the other part of it, too. It's like a mullet, basically, poking out the back of his hat. Payoff pitch to Tucker. Painted on the lower inside edge. Got Tucker looking out 2 here in the 7th.
What a location there by Krister. Pitcher's pitch, low, inside. Can't ask for a better one.
That's still tied here in the 7th, 2-2. That brings up Jacob Campos with a blank canvas, 2 outs. And Krishner, he'll winds and deliver. And this is slapped high, left side, and foul right to the parking lot.
Campos, not the most ideal day, 0 for 2. Ground out and another ground out on top of that.
Can he go 3 for 3 with 3 groundouts? Let's see if he does. 0-1 pitch from Krishner. High and away, ball 1. And that sun's starting to go down here in Wenatchee. 74 degrees at the ballpark. Bit of a light breeze. And you can see the golden rays painted across the hills out in East Wenatchee. Here's the pitch. And he cuts the outside corner for strike 2, 1-2 the count.
Do you remember what those hills are called? I told you. Starts with an F.
Phantom Heights?
Fancher Heights.
Fancher Heights.
There you go.
That's close. It rhymes. Here's the 1-2. Right down the middle, froze him. Strike 3, and that's how the inning ends. 3 up, 3 down, go the Falcons. It's time to stretch here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, all tied up 2-2 to the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
The Falcons went down 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 7th inning. Krishner came out of the pen and showed why he's one of the best. Relieving arms for the AppleSox. Now to the bottom half of the frame. James Castanol leads off for the Sox. Then Bryce Hampton, Raphael Dunn after him. And the day is done for Max Biddle as Jacob Beaudoin comes in relief of him. Beaudoin, the left-hander. And he's set on the mound. Gets his signs and now winds and fires the first pitch at Castanola. That's upstairs for a ball. And Beaudoin, left-hander, making his 11th appearance of the year, 2.08 ERA. He's been efficient out of the pen. And he nods on this one. Here's the 1-0 to Castanola. And he grounds this, a chopper to short. Loving, gloves it, sets his feet, shuffles, throws. There's the outs.
From Castanola today, was on a hit streak, 2 for 2, run scored as well. Breaks that up there.
Like I said, Biddle done for the day. He ends it with 6 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. So a lot of free passes, and those didn't necessarily come back to bite him, but definitely didn't help. And it's Bryce Hampton now, and the pitch from Beaudoin is cut on and missed at the top of the zone. 87 past him.
And Hampton 2-ball in the 3rd and a pop out in the 5th inning today. Looking to break that streak.
0-1 pitch. Hampton grounded to third, right at Sealkin. He throws across diamond for the outs.
Textbook play there. Nice candy hop. Makes it even easier for Sealkin.
Number 60, Raphael Dunn.
And Bedoin has been efficient thus far. First two batters he's faced, he's gotten to ground outs. Casanova to short and Hampton to third right there. Now it's Raphael Dunn, top of the order. One of your 5 All-Stars for the AppleSox. Lefty on lefty action here. Bedoin's pitch. That's way outside. It gets past Cunningham to the backstop for a ball. Now Dunn from San Diego, but he was born in Bangkok, Thailand. And of course, Stanley made the move over to San Diego. Next pitch to him is low. It hits off of Cunningham's knee pads and spits away from him.
One for 3 so far. Had a single in the first, but hitless since then.
2-0 count on him, 2 outs, no one on. Bedoin. He winds and delivers. And that's low and away, ball 3. And Raphael Dunn, with his single to lead off the game in the first, extended his hit streak to 9 games, his on-base streak to 17 games. Here's his 3-0 pitch from Bedoin. And that's low for a walk. 2-out walk from Raphael Dunn, and that is a quab.
Like you said, Smith, a concentration walk. It'll happen sometimes. That was the case right there by Bedoin. 2 quick outs and then a 4-pitch walk to Dunn to follow that up. Not what you want to do.
That brings up Zach Doyle. Single in the 4th, came on to score. RBI single in the 5th to drive home the 2nd run. He has just been really the beating heart of the AppleSox in today's game. As Bedoin kicks and deals. And the pitch is upstairs for a ball. I mentioned that 17 game on base streak for Dunn. 17 games is also how many games he's played as an AppleSox.
Wow.
Yet to not get on base in a game in a Sox jersey. 1-0 count on Doyle. Pitch from Bedoin. And the curve misses just low for ball 2.
And on top of that, comes to this game batting .500. He's 2 for 3 today.
He's got a 2-0 count here. Runner on first, 2 outs. Bedoin, the pitch. And he misses just low and just away.
Looking at back-to-back walks here.
Yeah, 3-0 count. Bedoin got a quick pair of outs, and now in a bit of trouble. The pitch way in the dirt, ball 4, very obvious, and now 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the 7th.
Ladies and gentlemen, the AppleSox would like to wish a very...
And that's going to prompt Cunningham to go out and have a chat with Bedoin. It's a quick one, but let's take a second. Let's thank the New America Performing Arts Center. 250 years ago, the spark was lit, and New America was forged in the flames. From the New America Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning Best Musical 1776, July 31st through August 15th at New America Performing Arts Center. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at NewAmericaPAC.org. Here's the freshman, Kainoa Santiago. Pair of walks today and a ground out. Looking for his first hit of the ball game. Pitch from the left-hander Bedoin. Way outside for a ball.
It's Santiago. 2 walks today, ground out in the 5th. 14 walks away from breaking the record. The way Bedoin's pitching right now could make that 13.
He's ahead in the count. The left-hander, his delivery, way high and tight. The curve kind of got away from him. Santiago flinched away. 2 balls, no strikes.
And 10 straight balls there by Bedoin, and pitching coach going to go out there and talk to him and settle him back down as you get 2 quick efficient outs. You're like, this is going to be a really good inning for him. And you surrender, of course, the 2 walks, and now 2 balls to Santiago, not the outing you want so far.
And right on cue, Josh Towers, the pitching coach for Kelowna, is going to Check in on his relief man, Bedoin. And while he does that, let's take a second. Let's thank People's Bank. People's Bank wants to help buy your dream home. From buying the land to building the house, local lenders and local decisions. Welcome home. Welcome to People's Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. And the mound visits concluded. Towers was on his way back. And now, a little delay as home plate umpire Michael Gray goes out to chat with Thomas Glenn. And so now Towers will walk back. Cunningham retreats back behind the plates. Michael Gray, the home plate umpire, writing something in his book.
I think they're checking how many mound visits he has left.
Yeah, he's having a talk now with Mitch Darlington. I believe the rule is, 2 mound visits, and you have to, on the second one, you have to pull the pitcher.
I think so.
I believe. Something along those lines. Yeah, I keep a close eye on how many times they visit the mound. So still a 2-0 count on Santiago. 2 runners on. Dunn at second. Doyle at first. Both reached via the walk. Now 2-0 pitch to Santiago. And he takes this right on the bottom rail. Strike 1.
The Sox runner in scoring position is huge here. I mean, you got the ball game tied up 2-2. Looking for their 11th series win of the season.
2-1 count. The offering to Santiago. Way upstairs, ball 3. Great count now for the young kid, Santiago.
This guy's approach is just immaculate. It's an amazing eye, even better swing.
Tie game here in Wenatchee. 2 for the Falcons, 2 for the AppleSox. Santiago wants to give his team the lead. The pitch. And gets jammed on this, hits it high, tailing towards the third base side, towards the AppleSox dugout, and it touches down right near a few AppleSox bodies who were sitting right by the rail. And hopefully no one bore that one on the body.
Yeah, it's Joe Thornton, Ryder Young. That Clint Beck down there, too.
And they're all just hanging out down there, and all of a sudden having to duck and cover.
Yes.
Now head on a swivel at all times here at Paul Thomas. Full count now on Santiago. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Dunn at second, Doyle at first. Bedoin, left-hander, payoff pitch. Runners take off, and Santiago fouls this off to stay alive.
Yeah, of course, 3-2, 2 outs. Runners are going to go. Of course, I mean, if it's a strike and the inning's ended, ball 4, then you're going to be there anyways.
925 fans packed into Paul Thomas here tonight. They want to see a series win. Santiago can get the go-ahead right here with one swing of the bat. Pitch to him. Way outside, ball 4. That's going to load the bases with 2 outs here in the 7th. The Sox 90 feet away from possibly getting a win.
I love how I talked to Santiago earlier today, talking about the home run record. He's like, only 3 away. He's like, oh, yeah, I got that. He's like, the walk record, maybe. And today he's got 3 walks. Kind of, reverse psychology there.
So head coach Greg Zoun walks out for the Falcons and very obviously pulls Bedoin. His outing is short and sweet. Just 2/3 of an inning, allowing no hits, but 3 back-to-back walks here in the 7th inning to load the bases. And they're going to call to the pen. We'll meet the new face here in just a second. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball, only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Jeff is back from the Country Inn Family Restaurant. You have prime rib on Friday and Saturday.
Always Friday and Saturday. He's tired of barbecuing. Come on out and let me do the cooking. We got slow roasted prime rib served up Friday and Saturday night. I start serving it around 3:30, 4 o'clock until we run out.
And remember, if you're hungry like me, early in the morning, guess who's open up for breakfast 7 days a week?
Down here at the Country Inn.
Off Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, the Country Inn Family Restaurant. How long have you been in business?
Going on over 40 years, since 1975.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you take care.
What makes us so unique in the community is our pledge to generosity and excellence. At the heart of the Moeller family and our dedicated staff lies an unwavering dedication to the well-being of our community. We are proud of our role as a local family-owned funeral service provider. For us, it's not just about conducting funeral services. It's about extending a hand of compassion and support through life's most challenging moments. We stand ready to walk with you through these difficult times at your pace, caring for and supporting you each step of the way. Brookside Funeral Home, where compassion passion meets commitment.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
Celerity Credit Union presents the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the west lot of Pybus Public Markets. So the day is short for Jacob Bedoin. Goes just 2/3 of an inning. He was looking good, got a quick pair of outs, and then 3 straight walks. Got him in some hot water to load the bases, and now Landon White's due up. One swing of the bat, scores 4 runs. Change for a nickel, as we might say. As a new face on the mound for the Falcons. I'd love to tell you all about him, but don't know who it is. Number 36. Jersey was given to him from one of the other teammates on the bench. First pitch to Landon White is in the dirt. Cunningham has to wear it off the chest protector for a ball. So for the time being, number 36 on the mound, right-hander. Let's call him Steve. Steve looks in, gets his signs. 1-0 count on Landon White. 2 outs, bases loaded. And his pitch. White fouls it off his front foot, hopping around on it a bit. That's strike 1.
Yeah, kind of a hard spot here, trying to figure out who this is. That just happens sometimes. They just throw on a jersey and go out there.
And we're at number 36. He's got not quite the knee-high pants and not quite dirty mids. There's something in between.
Looks like it's normal pants, but he just pulled them up a little bit.
I don't know what that is. It isn't flooding. Not sure why. 1-1 count on Landon White. Bases loaded. Tie game here in the 7th. Pitch to White. That's right on the bottom rail for strike 2. 1-2 count on White's. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the 7th. Tie game 2-2. One swing of the bat could change things. White's wanting to get it done. And he swings and misses on the fastball downstairs, and the inning ends. The Sox leave the bases loaded. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 men left stranded, and we are still tied 2-2 into the top of the 8th inning. Time running out here in Game 2 for the Sox to win the series. Let's see if they get it done when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Libke Insurance. Do you want better value from your insurance? Whether it's home, auto, health, life, farm, or business coverage, our team at Libke Insurance works with the top companies to provide the best protection at competitive prices, providing our clients help before they need it. That's value. That's Libke Insurance. Contact us today to see how affordable peace of mind can be. Let's talk today.
Libke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at Lipke.com.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves a ding or dent in your car or truck, take it to Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service. Family owned, Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service will give you a free estimate and will handle all the paperwork. If you need auto repair, they can do that too, including checking the air conditioner, oil changes, tune-ups, diagnostics, and more. Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service.
Still at 1422 North Miller, Suite A in Wenatchee.
We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers, where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
Now the Sox left the bases loaded. Landon White struck out swinging to end the 8th inning. So left some meat on the cutting room floor. Now into the top of the 8th inning, still tied up 2-2. And Krishner will be replaced by Easton Brooks, the right-hander, on the mound. Krishner goes just 1 inning pitch. No hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, no walks. 3 up, 3 down in that frame. He was incredible. Pardon me, 2 strikeouts for Krishner. Struck out the last 2 batters looking. And Easton Brooks now on the mound. Facing the 9-hole, then the 1-hole and the 2-hole. So Ashton Graff-Rowe, Jacob Loving, and Nolan Eberwein is 3 guaranteed Falcons here in the 8th. And Brooks winds and fires. And he squares the bunt, pulls it back. It's right down Main Street for a strike.
Yeah, showing bunt because Castagnola's playing a ways back over at third. Just try and deke him out.
Brooks looks through the signs, wants this one. He winds and fires the 0-1. On the hands, popped up to third base. Castagnola comes in a few steps underneath it for the catch and the outs. That's going to flip over the lineup card for Jacob Loving.
The shortstop, number 2, Jacob Loving.
Hi, All-Star. One of 2 All-Stars for the Falcons. We saw the other one last night, Seth Sumner, one of the best pitchers in the WCL. And the Sox were able to get a win against him. Pitch to Loving. And right down the middle for a strike.
Yeah, Loving 1 for 3 today. A single in the 5th, strikeout in the 1st, and return an error in the 3rd.
0-1 count on him with 1 out, no 1 on. Brooks' pitch, high and outside, really missed with the fastball at 92. And the sun really starting to go down over the horizon here in Wenatchee. Barely any sunlight left as the 1-1 pitch is just tickling that bottom rung for a strike.
Now, Brooks, a very reliable reliever and starter last year for the Sox. Started out as a reliever, then moved into the starter role as, of course, as stuff happens, guys leave.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss upstairs. 94. Brooks powers the fastball past him. There's 2 away here in the 8th.
Brooks just so effective out of the bullpen. This guy just deals fastball around 92, 93, gets the job done.
That's strikeout number 9 for the AppleSox so far tonight. It has been K-Town, USA, here in Wenatchee. And now, Eberwein. First pitch he sees from Brooks. Swings and misses at the top of the zone again. 92. Brooks is just throwing straight fuzz. Two outs, no one on here in the 8th. Brooks winds and fires. And that's low for a ball. Now, Eberwein, we mentioned this last night. His favorite movie is The Dark Knight. Not his favorite Batman movie. His favorite movie as a whole is
That's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Here's the 1-1 to him. And then Brooks misses outside. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite movie of all time. I say it has some other ones on that list, but my favorite Batman movie at the very least. 2-1 count on Eberwein. Pitch from Brooks. Swings and misses the fastball away. He can't catch up, and now Eberwein down to his last strike.
Brooks dealing here, looking for 11 strikeouts to the Sox today.
Can he get it to slam the door? Here's the pitch. And that is crushed into right center field. Lopez going back, as is Doyle. It skips the wall right on the warning track. Eberwein's around second. He wants 3. The throw to the bag is late. It's a head-first slide and a triple for Eberwein with 2 outs here in the 8th.
Second triple for the Falcons in this series. Embleton had one yesterday in the 9th, and now this one right here in the 8th by Eberwein.
And he just smoked that to the long part of the yard in right center field. Lopez and Doyle, nothing they can do but watch it one skip to the wall. Now it's Josh Cunningham with an opportunity for the Falcons to take the lead with 2 outs here in the 8th. The go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Now Brooks' first pitch to Cunningham. Right down the middle for a strike. Cunningham didn't even get the bat off his shoulder. 0-1 count, 2 outs, runner on at third. That's Eberwein with that 2-out triple just a second ago. 0-1 pitch to Cunningham. He slaps this one foul right off the light post, and it bounces back down onto the field. That's the first time that I've seen that here at Paul Thomas.
That happened to me one time at a high school baseball game, and then it hit me in the head.
Oh.
I didn't have a concussion, surprisingly.
I was about to say, that explains a lot. Too many hits to the head, you know. It just happens. 0-2 count quickly on Cunningham. Brooks wants to slam the door. Here's the pitch. Just fouled off, and Cunningham being pesky to stay alive.
Now, I was feeling a little doozy after that one. Might have been seeing double. You know, I could have had a concussion. The trainer said I was fine, but I didn't feel 100%.
No balls, 2 strikes. Brooks to end the inning. This is ripped into right center field, parachuting in. It drops in, and that's going to give Kelowna the lead. 2-out RBI single for Cunningham. Everween scores 3-2. Kelowna leads.
Man, a great piece of clutch hitting by Cunningham there, who had an RBI single already today on the third, and then, like you said, just parachutes that one in there, drops it perfectly in no man's land, and Lopez and Doyle can't get it.
Just the 5th quality at bat for the Falcons tonight, and it comes when they needed it most. 2 outs to give them the lead. Now it's Kozar. Brooks' first pitch to him. And he puts that one right on the bottom rail for strike 1.
And Kozar, a guy over 3 today. A pair of strikeouts and a flyout today. AppleSox have had his number.
0-1 count on him, 2 outs. Runner up first, that's Cunningham. Here's the pitch, Kozar. Swing and a miss. The changeup slowed him down in a big way. 0-2 the count. Brooks got a quick pair of outs, and then the inning kind of got away from him. He wants to end it here. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and Kozar strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, the 2nd for Brooks as he gets out of the inning. But the Falcons able to take the lead. 1 run off 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left, stranded. 3-2, Kelowna on top. We move to the bottom of the 8th, and the Sox have very limited time to get back into this game. Can they do it? We'll see. I'm Smith Slide, joined by Jackson Dodd. You're listening to it on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Come celebrate Independence Day at the 12 Tribes Caulfield Casinos with our Independence Day hot seats. From noon to 4 p.m. July 4th, every hot seat player will have a chance to win up to $1,000. Play your favorite game for your chance to hear your name called for a hot seat and be one of 15 guaranteed winners walking away with $1,000. Don't miss the Independence Day hot seats July 4th at all 12 Tribes Caulfield Casino locations. Cooley Dam, Lakeshore, and Omak. 12 Tribes Caulfield Casinos. Far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that 1 useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Easton Brooks came out of the pen for the AppleSox, and although he got a quick pair of outs there in the top of the 8th inning, he unfortunately fell victim to the quality at-bats for the Falcons. Able to get some 2-out production, tally a run, 3-2. They take the lead in this nail-biter, as it's Ryder Young now leading off for the Sox in the bottom of the 8th. Aiden Ennis on the mound, and his pitch to Ryder Young is cut on and missed. Blew the fastball past him for strike 1.
Hey, Young struggled with the fastball today. Many times today, just been blow right by him.
0-1 count on him, no outs, no one on. Sox down by a run. Ennis's pitch. Ryder Young laces this to right center field, tailing towards Campos, who reaches up and makes the catch in the alleyway for out number 1.
He's still searching for his first AppleSox hit, and will be left just disappointed there.
Like I mentioned, Aiden Ennis, the name on the mound for the Falcons. He came in with 2 outs in the 7th, and we had no clue who this guy was. And finally get the insider scoop that it is Aiden Ennis, the right-hander.
Yeah, shout out our Director of Communications, Carly. who provided that one there, as me and you, Smith, were a little lost.
Yeah. Looking for something to call him. We're calling him Steve for a little bit. It's Kano Murasaki, no one on, 1 out here in the 8th. Pitch from Ennis. Murasaki hits this high in the air to the left side, tailing out of play, and it bounces off the berm.
Saki today 0 for 2 with a walk in the 6th.
And the Sox need to get some traffic on. They're down by a run. Falcons struck for 1 run there in the top of the 8th inning. Take the lead 3-2. Yesterday was a close game, 2-1. Came down to the 9th. And tonight looking like it's more of the same. Ennis gets his signs, comes set. Working from the stretch with no one on. Here's the 0-1. Murasaki fouls this right back to Cunningham glove. It spits out of his leather. And looks like he's a little banged up off that one.
And take a second there, and home plate ump Michael Gray go walk the ball out. Bit of a courtesy for Cunningham.
Hands it back to Ennis. Walks back behind the plates. 925 Sox fans in attendance tonight. Fairly decent crowd, but it's blown out of the water by that July 3rd crowd, which was over 2,100 people for fireworks nights. And Murasaki behind in the count, 0-2, 1 out, blank canvas here in the 8th. Sox down by a run. Ennis, he sets. Here's the pitch. And Murasaki spoils this to the netting, stays alive. And the last sun rays out in East Wenatchee have finally disappeared from the horizon. 71 degrees here in Wenatchee. It's a gorgeous day for baseball. Still no 2 count on Murasaki, the kid from Hawaii. Ennis, the pitch. Just downstairs, ball 1. Good take by Murasaki.
Murasaki, good eye. He still hits today. Could come up big here.
1-2 counts. 1 out, no one on. Pitch to him. And he hits this one high in the air in the infield into foul ground, third base side. As Sealkin, the third baseman, plants himself underneath it, waits for it to drop to his glove for the second out of the inning. Brings up Aiden Lopez now. Murasaki played with the Sox for the past 2 years. This is his 3rd season now. Played with them in 2024. And you know who else played with the Sox in 2024? Max Hartman, former Washington State University Coug, who could get drafted here in the MLB draft. First day was today, I believe, and then proceeding rounds after that. First pitch to Lopez. That's inside, cuts the corner for a strike. And Max Hartman, he is a historic Coug. Set the school triple record in a single season. 0-1 count on Lopez. Ennis' pitch. A bit of a check swing. He fouls it right back over Cunningham's head. That's strike 2.
Gives Ian Sagel a run for his money there.
I want to see a competition of prime Sagdahl versus prime Max Hartman. Hartman hasn't quite yet hit his prime. Sagdahl past his prime. Hey, we saw him play against Dub C for the AppleSox. Fulfilled his lifelong dream. 0-2 pitch to Lopez. Grounded up the middle into center field. 2-out hit for Aiden Lopez. A quality at-bat here in the 8th.
His first hit as an AppleSox. Good for him.
Yeah, he was 0 for 3 coming into that at-bat. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. Lined out sharply to first in the 4th. And then flew out to Campos in right field back in the 6th. And here comes Kai McGarry taking over for Lopez at first base. Pinch runner. And I think it's a good pick. Great pick.
Lightning McGarry.
Lightning McGarry. Stolen base leader for the AppleSox with 14 on the year. Incredibly quick. And it's James Casanola, 2 outs. Runner on. McGarry there at first now in lieu of Lopez. And Castanola, multi-hit game for him today. Single in the 3rd, single in the 5th. Ennis from the stretch. Pitch to Castanola. And he misses just low and just away. One-0 counts. 2 outs here in the 8th. McGarry there at first base. Sox down by a run. And his next pitch. Downstairs in the basement. Ball 2.
Beautiful sunset here at the ballpark, just past right field. Skies with a light pink and the baby blue across.
And the Sox wearing their home whites. White tops, white bottoms. Castanola wearing the knee-high pants with the stirrups. We saw Nico Crowley rocking those in his last appearance here at Paul Thomas. 2-0 pitch. McGarry takes off. Pitches a strike. Throw down. He's safe. And pardon me, the hand of McGarry lifted up off the base. Loving kept the tag applied. He is out, and the inning is over. And the base ump, Thomas Glenn, made the call. Mitch Darlington comes out and is irate. As he is talking, he might be in risk of getting thrown out of this game. And the home crowd, none too pleased, as McGarry had the base stolen and apparently just lifted the hand off the bag. And now Darlington wants Michael Gray, the home plate umpire, to come have a talk with Thomas Glenn, and he refuses, basically saying that, hey, I want Thomas Glenn to stand by his call. Darlington's still talking to him about it, trying to understand why exactly they would call him out on that.
I mean, it's a close bang-bang play, but it looked like, McGarry with the swing move had dodged it and got underneath the tag.
Now Darlington, it's serious when he takes off the helmets. He's holding it in the hand, using it to gesticulate, Morisaki is in full gear, ready to go out and catch Brooks. McGarry's still at second base with Sagdahl talking to him. McGarry convinced that he is safe at second. And the conference between Darlington and Glenn just continuing. Who's going to give up first? And it's Darlington, who finally concedes, walks back to the dugout. Glenn stands by his call to thundering boos from the crowd here at Paul Thomas. Brooks back out to pitch again. And the Sox still down by a run. We're into the final frame of this game, Game 2 of the series, Sox versus the Falcons. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started here in Wenatchee on the AppleSox Radio Network.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special healthcare needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
AppleSox fans, summers are hot, and the last thing you want is to turn on your car's AC and out blows hot air. Get your air conditioner recharged at Mid-Valley Automotive for just $287.74. And keep cool. This includes 2 pounds of 134A Freon. Mid-Valley Automotive works on all foreign and domestic models. Mid-Valley Automotive, 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee.
This summer, splash your cares away and create unforgettable memories. Treat your family and friends to Slidewaters Lake Chelan. Overlooking the majestic Lake Chelan Valley, Slidewaters is your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racers, slide down the completely enclosed Purple Haze, walk down the Lazy River, and the kids will love the Aqua Zoo. Their well-trained, friendly staff will ensure your stay is safe and lots of fun. Slidewaters Lake Chelan, now open through Labor Day. Visit slidewaters.com for more information.
Embleton fouls off the second pitch of his at-bat, out of play, 0-2 the count on him. Now into the top of the ninth. Kelowna up 3-2 on the play-by-play. It's Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. Bit of pandemonium in that last half of the 8th inning there as the 0-2 pitch from Brooks comes in. This pitch skipped through the middle. That'll dribble through for a base hit and a leadoff knock here in the ninth for the Falcons. So the commotion was going on a play where Kai McGarry attempted to steal second base. It's bang-bang play. Initial look looked like, at least to us, that it was a stolen base, and they were caught stealing, and the issue could have been maybe he came off the bag or something happened. Unsure, and that would have finished off the inning there. And Brooks going to have a mound visit here. Mitch Darlington to go out and talk to him there. Not going to get pulled, so we're just going to talk to his infield here and get us settled back in as the Sox looking for their 11th series win this season. Of course, they had 8 going into the Wall series in the first half, and then they snubbed them there. And then now they're on 3 straight after beating Edmonton, Port Angeles, and then, Dub C, Edmonton, and Port Angeles. And so the AppleSox really looking for that here. Hopefully they can grasp that. It is 3-2. It's a close ball game. They won last night. The score of 2-1. They gave up 1 run in the ninth. Almost shut them out.
Yeah, no one warming up in the AppleSox bullpen. Not a soul down there. Obviously, Darlington has faith in Brooks to carry him across the finish line. But, I mean, leadoff base runner. Now you really show what you're made of. How do you work around a leadoff base runner?
Xander Seelkin looking for a 2-ball here. That's ideal play. Brooks set. Kicks and deals. Shows bunt, pops it up into the screen, and the count is now 0-1. Drag bunt there. Laid it down really late. Seelkin gets a new set of signs and digs back in. Embleton over at first base. The 0-1 pitch from Brooks. Runner goes. This pitch lines down the right field line. That'll drop in for a base hit. It kicks into the corner. Embleton gets the wave home, but he will get a late stop sign. And runners are at second and third with no outs here in the ninth.
And back-to-back hits, no outs in the ninth. Now 2 runners in scoring position. I don't know if you heard it there on the hot mic, but I believe someone down in the Kelowna dugout said, "We're coming." Saying, hey, we are not going away. You beat us in game 1, but we're going to punch you in the mouth in game 2, and they're doing exactly that with 2 runners in scoring position late in this game.
Here's Justin Tucker. Infield's in, trying to cut off the run. Runners at second and third. First pitch from Brooks. Tucker takes the breaking ball for a strike. There is a new arm warming up in the bullpen for the Falcons. And a pitch hitter on deck as well. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Easton Brooks. Breaking ball off the plate for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. No outs, runners at second and third. The pitch to Tucker from Easton Brooks. High ball 2.
And it's Caden Pravosky warming up on deck for the Falcons. He's going to bat in lieu of Campos in the 8-hole.
Two 1-year count on Tucker. Infield in the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball buried in the dirt, ball 3. The AppleSox now taking, believe, maybe Colin Frazier out to the bullpen.
That's what it looks like, left-hander.
The 3-1 pitch, outside ball 4, bases loaded here in the ninth.
And you can usually tell if it's Colin Frazier, left-hander, a bit more of a bulbous guy, a bit wider. Pitcher's build.
Number 0, Caden.
And like I said, Smith, here's Caden Pravosky coming in for, I believe it was Jacob Campos today. Went 0 for 3, pair of groundouts and a strikeout.
And Pravosky from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I love that. Saskatchewan. Saskatoon specifically, that's the part that gets me.
Bases loaded, no outs. First pitch from Brooks. Waved on and missed for strike 1.
You ever heard that song, A Little Bit South of Saskatoon?
That's a song?
It's a song. It's from the movie, Slapshot. For the hockey movie from the 80s. They played in that movie. It's very famous.
On 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Pravosky.
That's a good song, too. Little country ditty. Yeah.
Bases loaded, infield in. The 0-2 pitch from Brooks. Just high for a ball.
And if Pravosky couldn't get any cooler, he goes to the College of the Desert.
Yeah.
The greatest name in all of college baseball. College of the Desert.
Like, oh, I'll just go to the desert. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Brooks. Throws him! 1 out here in the 9th with bases still loaded for the Falcons. Here's Ashton Graff Rowe. 2 for 3, excuse me, 0 for 2 with a walk. And a run score was the first run scored in this whole ball game. That came in the 3rd inning. He's got bases loaded. Infield's back now looking for a 2 ball. Brooks long pause, kicks and deals. Breaking balls in the dirt for ball 1.
If you can get a double play ball, that's about as ideal as you can possibly get. 1 out here in the 9th, bases loaded, and just trying to work yourself out from against the ropes.
The 1-0 pitch. Foul back on the count's 1-1. And the AppleSox, game 3 against Port Andros, bases were loaded in the 9th there. Had a game-ending double play to finish it off. They're looking to repeat that here. Brooks peers in, gets the sign. And the 1-1 pitch. Rowe fouls this back out of play, and the count's 1-2.
Another check swing there. Rowe didn't quite know whether he wanted to swing or not, and, pitch probably would have been a ball. So it would have been better to hold up on that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout here is huge. Brooks looking to seal the deal. 1-2 pitch. Pulled hard towards the parking lot. Nearly hits the car, but it dodges it. Count stays 1-2.
Hope they have insurance.
Bases loaded still. 1-2 your count. Kelowna up 3-2. The 1-2 pitch. Spiked in the dirt for ball 2.
We were talking about earlier, Rowe playing rugby in high school. Also played volleyball as well. Volleyball is very fun to play.
It is.
Even if you're not that good at it.
Like me.
Like me.
Like us.
Yeah. Twins.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded here. Brooks, deep breath. Lifts his leg and fires. Next offering, spiked in the dirt. This count is now full.
You ever done play-by-play for volleyball?
I have not yet.
It is very fun. It's very quick and very like a pace type of game.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you start calling it, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Full count, the payoff pitch. Popped up sky high, shallow left field. Santiago moving in, called off by Hampton, who finds it. And there's out number 2. The runner does not tag. So honestly, that's an out that's very effective for Brooks there. It keeps the runner off the board.
And now you got Loving coming up, who really isn't having the best day today. 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Did reach via an error and stole a base. But besides that, the Sox have done a really good job of either forcing weak contact or striking him out. So you need to get him out right here. Ball anywhere in the infield gets an out.
Here's the first offer to the All-Star, Jacob Loving. Takes center cut for a strike. Bases loaded here in the top of the 9th. Sox looking to prevent any damage as they need to get their bats rolling. Brooks set. Deep breath. The windup and the 0-1 in the dirt. Saki quick to it, and the count's 1-1.
And way to work, Morisaki. Bases loaded, down by just 1 run in the 9th. That's the kind of stuff you want out of your catcher.
Infield back looking to go the easy way here. Keep the ball in the infield. The 1-1 pitch from Brooks. Just inside, ball 2. Loving, a strikeout victim twice today. Brooks looking to hand him his 3rd. So a 2-1 count. The righty. Take a deep breath, kicks and deals. Next offering deflected back into the screen. Count even at 2.
Jacob Lovin down to his last strike. 2 outs, bases loaded. Brooks looking to be flawless here in this frame.
He takes a deep breath, gathers himself. Composure is key here. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 2-2 count. The pitch to Loving. Spike in the dirt. Nearly gets away from Saki, and the runner at third nearly heads towards home, but he knows better and goes on back.
Embleton at third. I mean, maybe trying to get a little too greedy there. Ends up scampering back to third. And Morisaki, wise choice not to throw third and not end up throwing that away.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. The pitch from Easton Brooks. Runners go. It's in the dirt. Ball 4. A run's going to score. It's 4-2 Kelowna here. Bases still loaded.
And that is the antithesis of what Brooks was hoping for right there. Of course, like we mentioned, Colin Frazier getting loose in the AppleSox pen. We'll see what happens here against Eberween. And depending on that, that might determine if Frazier ends up being pulled into this game.
Eberween today 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored in the 8th inning. Bases are juiced here. Infield all the way back. First pitch from Easton Brooks. Breaking ball just below the zone. And the count's 1-0. Really good location there, but Eberween just not willing to offer at it. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Brooks fires, and this one's taken below the knees again, ball 2.
And we're talking about Eberween, his favorite movie being The Dark Knight. I didn't get a chance to ask you, Jackson, what's your favorite movie of all time?
The Sandlot.
Sandlot? Favorite movie of all time, not just your baseball movie?
Yep, Sandlot.
I can't argue with that.
Love that movie. 2-0 pitch from Brooks. Clipped back into the netting. The count's 2-1. Smith, how about you?
You see, it's a tough question. You know, I'd say my 2 favorites are Baby Driver and Goodfellas. Which are 2 somewhat kind of different movies, but they just something about them.
1-2 count. Brooks looking to punch him out. The pitch and the dirt ball 2.
You ever seen Goodfellas?
I have not seen Goodfellas, no. But I was going to try and see. It was on Netflix.
Yes.
I mean, they took it off.
Unfortunately.
So now I don't know where to find it.
Nah. It's a great movie. Great movie.
Those bases loaded here. 2 outs, a 3-1 count. Pitch. Clips top of the zone. This count's full.
That's perfectly placed. Up and outside. And now, Brooks wants to get out of this inning.
All he needs is 1 strike to limit the damage to only 1 run. Brooks, set. The breath and the pitch. Runners go. It's outside. Ball 4. A run's going to score. 5-2 Kelowna.
And things just keep going from bad to worse for Brooks. His second straight walk given up, both RBIs. So an RBI walk from Loving and now an RBI walk from Eberween. And the lead for Kelowna just continues to balloons. Here comes Mitch Darlington and here comes Colin Frazier.
We'll talk more about Frazier after this. The Sox down 5-2 in the 9th. Bases loaded. 2 out on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twisp, the greatest hits of all time.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the GOAT, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money.
So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the GOAT.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank, member FDIC.
Here we are. The new arm, like Smith said, is Colin Frazier. He comes in for Easton Brooks, who stays down after 1 2/3. 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Gave back-to-back RBI walks to the Falcons. They gave them a 5-3 lead so far. Smith, what do you got on Frazier?
Frazier, the left-hander, the sophomore from Snoqualmie, 6'3" and 201 pounds on loan from Bellevue College. This is going to be his 7th appearance on the year. 2.02 ERA, 16 strikeouts, only 6 walks. So looking to keep that going here and get out of this inning.
First pitch. Yanked hard, deep right field. McGarry at the warning track calls it in for out number 3. 1 pitch and the final third out here on the 9th, and that was a little scary. Had to hold your breath. It's time for the AppleSox's bats. They got some work to do. Your score right now, 5-2, as we head to the 9th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lakeshore Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Here we are, bottom of the 9th. Sox down by 3. Your score 5-2. Jackson Dodson Smith Sly. Got a bit of a nail biter, folks, as the Sox look for their 11th series win of the season. They're riding a 2-series win streak so far, looking for their 3rd today. But there's a new arm on the mound for the Falcons. That's going to be Eddie Dolansky coming in for Aiden Ennis-Smith. What do you got on Dolansky?
He's a right-hander, 6'2", 185 pounds, sophomore on loan from Niagara University, one of those schools that feeds into Kelowna, feeds into Kamloops, feeds into Edmonton, feeds into a lot of the Canadian teams in the West Coast League, and played his last spring there, made 16 appearances, all in relief, had a 6.53 ERA, so not great, but not bad from Dolansky by any means. 20 2/3 innings pitched on the dot, 21 strikeouts, 14 walks, so treading water on the strikeout-to-walk ratio. He's got the 9th year, so Falcons trusting him to get the last 3 outs and make sure they can dodge the Sox, gain the series win here in Game 2 of the series.
James Castanola, Bryce Hampton, Raphael Dunn, your guaranteed batters here in the 9th. Again, Sox down by 3, looking for a series when they won Game 1, 2-1 last night. Dolansky comes set. Lifts his leg and fires. The first pitch is high for a ball.
And Delansky last summer played with the Jamestown Tarp Skunks in New York for summer ball.
The Tarp Skunks?
Yeah.
1-0 pitch to Castanola. Just high, ball 2.
I feel like minor league baseball, you get some weird team names, and then summer league baseball, it just kind of goes off the rails. Tarp Skunks.
2-0 count here. Castanola, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and a run scored. The 2-0 pitch from Delansky. Right on the outer black for a strike. Crowd doesn't like it, but close enough.
You know, most of these teams name their squads after something relating to the community. The AppleSox here. So what about Jamestown relates to the Tarp Skunk?
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch to Castanola. He waves through this one. The count's now 2-2. Crowd starting to heckle a little bit towards the umpires. The Sox are down 3. 5-2 your score here in the 9th. Falcons 2 runs in the top of the 9th. And the 2-2 pitch to James Castanola from Delansky. Deflected back into the netting. He stays alive.
Yeah, Sox need some quality at-bats here. They got 7 so far today, but no better time to get something going here. Work a good at-bat here, get on base, and try and chip into that 5-2 Kelowna lead.
Count even at 2s. And the pitch from Delansky. He reaches back and fires towards the plate. Castanola swings through it there. And there's out number 1.
Attention, please. Pitch hitting for the AppleSox.
You know, the AppleSox haven't struck out all that much tonight. That's just the 5th strikeouts for them.
Tyler Jones going to come and pinch hit for Bryce Hampton in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. Jones plays shortstop, third, dabbles in both.
He pitches as well.
Delansky set, looking down, peers towards the plate and fires. First offering just off for a ball.
You know, don't know if he'll pitch with the Sox this year. He could potentially touch the mound at some point. But, you know, 2-way player with Oregon, now on his way to University of Portland.
Delansky set, takes a breath, kicks and deals the 1-0. At the knees for a strike.
That's a funny move there. University of Oregon in Eugene, and then make the commute to Portland. And I believe it's actually a pretty far drive in Oregon from Eugene up to Portland.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Tyler Jones on the way from Delansky. He slaps this hard down the right field line, but it ends foul into the WVC basketball courts. Counts 1-2.
Yeah, so Eugene, Oregon, you know, University of Oregon, is down in more of the southern part of the state. Portland is almost on the very border between Washington and Oregon. So it's an hour and 40-minute drive for Tyler Jones.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count with 1 out. Sox down by 3. And the pitch from Delansky. Jones slaps us into right field. That's a base hit. A little 2-hop Campos. And the Sox have a base runner on.
Just what they needed in a pinch hit spot, too. That's the definition of a quab right there. 1 out in the 9th, down by 3. You're pinch hitting, you're cold, you come in and you slap one the opposite way. Good approach and a good result.
Let's bring up top of the order now. The guys you want at the plate. All-star Rafael Dunn will start it off. Got 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Tyler Jones, decent speed over there at first. And Dunn awaits the offering. Infield in double play depth. First offering to Dunn. In the dirt, ball 1.
And Dunn single in the 1st, walk in the 7th. 8-game hit streak, 17-game on base streak now.
No wonder he was selected. Delansky set, peers in, the 1-0. Just below the knees, ball 2.
I see some rally caps starting to form in the AppleSox dugouts. You know, they take the hat, put it on their head sideways almost, with the bill pointing straight up. It'll work.
2-0 count, hitters count on Dunn. Needs to find his pitch. 2-0 from Delansky. Clips the inner half for a strike. Dunn and the rest of the All-Stars heading to Victoria for Home Run Derby July 14th in the game on 15th. Starting at 6:35. Coverage on MLB.com, MLB.TV, and the MLB app. 2-1 pitch to Dunn. He swings and rips it up the middle into center field. Runners advance 90 feet. And here comes the tying run and Zach Doyle.
Really, no one better to have at the plate right now. Zach Doyle, who has been the bulk of your offense all day today. A single in the 4th, came around to score. RBI single in the 5th, drew a walk in the 7th. He has been doing everything right. The question is, can he do it in the clutch?
Fans now putting on their rally caps. Doyle comes into this game batting .500. Nobody better. Runners first and second. Here's the first offering from Delansky. He fouls us back into the screen.
And it's only 87 miles an hour from the heater on Delansky, so time it up. Get a good barrel to it. Lace it to the outfield grass. Do what Jones and Dunn just did. Line drives to the right side or up the middle. Find ways to move runners across.
You don't need to win the ball game here with one swing of the bat. String hits together. Delansky looks at second, fires the 0-1. Doyle rips this hard down the first base line near the dugout for the Falcons. The count's 0-2. Stay alive, see some pitches, and foul him off. Delansky taking his time on the bump. Resets, peers in, gets the sign from Cunningham. The righty comes set. And the 0-2 pitch to Zach Doyle. Breaking ball, downstairs, ball 1.
Great discipline. 0-2 count. It can get really easy to get swing happy and try and foul things off, especially if they're too far out of the zone. Good take by Doyle. Work the count. Work up the pitch count on Delansky.
I believe is what the fans are saying. Sox down 5-2, tying run at the plate right now. Zach Doyle awaits the offer from Delansky. The 1-2 pitch. Cued up the middle. Down to Delansky. Bobbles it. Fires to first, and it's in time. Does the job, advances the runners to second and third. And here's Kainoa Santiago.
Now, we said no one better than Zach Doyle. Well, actually, no one better than Kainoa Santiago. Again, his back is against the wall. 2 outs here in the 9th, down by 3. And really, one swing of the bat only ties this game, right? A home run only tallies 3 and ties it up. So, question is, does he go for broke, or does he try and move station to station, straight 2 across, keep the rally going?
Santiago leads the team in homers with 6. 3 away from the record at 9. Sox down 5-2. He's the tie and run. First offering. And the dirt for a ball. Keep in mind, he has the best eye on the team. Leads the team in walks.
3 walks so far today. He has just been not really wanting to swing the bat that much because they haven't given him much to swing at.
And no surprise, one of the hottest bats in the league. Delansky looks down, collects himself, breathes and fires the 1-0. Santiago, big swing there, fouls it towards the concession stand. The count's 1-1. And you know, Smith, you propose a question. Is he going for broke and trying to go yard? Is he going to string hits together? That swing right there just told us he's trying to tie this ball game up.
All the chips are in the center of the table. You know, question is he bluffing or does he have a royal flush?
That was a pitch right there, 88 center cut. You can't ask for a better pitch there. He was just a tad late. The 1-1 pitch to Santiago. Clips at the knees for strike two. Santiago, not a huge fan of it, will call time and take a walk to gather his thoughts.
And that's good. You see that he didn't agree with the call. And the last thing you want to do is rush yourself back into the at-bat when you're hot from that call that you thought should have been a ball, right? Take a second, take a breath, get ready, and try to stay alive.
Wind blowing out slightly to right field. That's Santiago's bread and butter. He's the tie-in run. Sox down 5-2 with 2 outs here in the 9th. Runners at second and third in a 1-2 count on the sophomore Bulldog. Delansky collects himself. The 1-2 pitch. Santiago lines this to left field. Tucker moves in and hauls it in for the third and final out of this ball game. Kelowna takes game 2, 5-2 your final score.
And Santiago shooting a ball the opposite way, just right at a man, and the Sox leave 2 men stranded to end the game. I mean, you know, you're down by 3 runs, and we said before, one swing of the bat just ties it up, right? Even a home run doesn't win you that game. So you had to be working station to station. Santiago, you know, got banged on a bad call there, right? A ball that was a little bit low, and he thought it should have been a ball, and then ends up lining out to left field to end it.